Okay. I forgot to send the most important picture to start this off, so I'm going to send to you right now.
That's great. Did you make that?
No, Jimmy Dore sent it to me.
That is the best thing I've ever seen.
I assume this is real. I don't know. Jimmy sent it to me.
That's 100%
There's Senator
real.
Graham. Look at him. Not afraid to take his shirt off and get dirty. Mix it up.
That is so funny. Whoever made that is a fucking genius.
Yeah. Look at Lindsey Graham. We stand for you. He was crying and saying that to the. We stand for you.
This, by the way, is I think pretty much just sums up the world right now. That's the perfect picture of everything.
Yeah,
we know it's not real. You guys don't need to leave comments. That's fake. We know it's symbolic. What you're
helpless mixed race boy pinned underneath Senator Graham.
You don't have to go woke all of a sudden. What I see here is justice. What I see here is the hard work of one of our great senators.
He's in the Air Force. That's why he had the training to know what to do.
Yeah.
Do you know that? He served in our Air Force armed forces.
God. That man, I wish he was still flying planes up there to look up and know Senator Graham's up there.
Oh, I haven't.
Look at that. Look at that.
It's great to get a chance to.
I need a margarita.
I haven't been able to pull the trigger in a while.
That's called Mojito madness.
I just had a Mojito and I'm ready to kill.
No, do you know that Lindsey Graham actually has permanent Mojito madness?
I don't know what Mojito madness is.
It's something from drinking too many mojitos. You get Mojito madness.
I've gotten that.
I have too. And apparently Lindsey Graham, like he drank so many mojitos on a cruise ship that it froze in his brain. And he's
now. What is the alcohol? I forget the name of the alcohol we were using to make mojitos when I was in an old relationship I had, and it wasn't a good relationship. And Mojito madness came up quite a lot.
Dude, it is.
But we would make them a lot, and I don't remember. I guess it's rum, but I don't remember the name of what we used to make the mojitos.
It's rum mixed in with what is in there? Mint. It's
hold on. Mint-forward cocktails, as well as various products including cannabis strains, vape flavors, and nail polish. So that's how you make the drink.
Vape flavors?
You need some vape flavoring?
Other Mojito madness.
A sprig of mint.
nail polish.
And a bit of nail polish. Nail polish cuts the sweetness a little bit.
Cocktail bombs.
That's why you need that.
A Mojito cocktail bomb is available to create instant, fizzy, non-alcoholic cocktail drinks. And guys, good news. We are going to give you our Mojito recipe later in the show.
No, he's not drunk.
He's Mojito madness. And this is the kind of shit that he gets assaulted with all the time. He's not, once you get permanent Mojito madness, it doesn't go away.
Can we hear some of his inspirational talking? I think it'd be great. Oh, you know what you just reminded me of, Duncan? I brought you something so wonderful.
What?
Okay, so remember my bullet crown?
Yeah, of course.
First of all, I was under the misapprehension, Duncan.
Yes.
That Reverend Sung Young Moon was Korean Jesus. He was Jesus Christ reincarnated.
Right.
Will you bring up that video, please, of the good Reverend Sung Young Moon?
And stay tuned, guys. Coming up, our favorite mojito recipes.
And we'll be making mojitos.
With Drew Barrymore. Oh, fuck. It was supposed to be a surprise.
Do you know,
sorry,
wait.
Drew.
Do you know, fun side note about Drew, when the writer's strike was going on, the people that were going to cross the picket line were her and Bill Maher.
I matched with Drew Barrymore on Raya.
I bet you did.
She didn't respond.
Okay, but it made me laugh because Drew Barrymore was going to cross the picket lines because the public was demanding, obviously, a Drew Barrymore show. And I was like, Drew Barrymore has writers?
Yeah.
I thought she did the whole thing herself.
Dude, I know she's a genius,
I thought she was writing all those bits.
Improvise those bits?
When she said to Kamala, will you be my mamala?
Can we play that before we do... Can we just play that because it's so
before
brilliant.
We get to Reverend Young Moon?
That just shows how much you respect Drew Barrymore because you don't just say something like that.
The importance of belly laughs, brought to you by Doritos.
Oh, I love this.
We elected the wrong Wendy Williams.
I appreciate you more every single day. Not only thank you for going out and championing on behalf of all of us, but thank you for being the mother, the woman, the sister, and the
She's pretty funny.
And friend, and I love my
Thank you for being a friend.
Look how close she's leaning in. Get out of my fucking face.
Yo, I'm on Kamala's side.
You know, Secret Service is right around, the Secret Service at this point has their hands on their gun.
anything that I do on a daily basis, much less.
What is that pose?
Wait, just look at Drew's focus and attention. It's like I'm looking at the chick from Superman staring at the Nexium guy.
Dude, if you're on a date and a girl is sitting like that, you guys are about to fuck. That's like this is close to fucking pose.
I mean yeah, dude.
And look at Kamala's body language it's just crazy.
With this little firecracker pushing up on. Look at the platies on fucking.
I would be sucking her feet by now.
Yeah. I'd have been
I would be just sliding right down the couch and
By the way,
feet.
our not to spoil it, but our mojito is served in a shoe.
Yes, it is. And it's got some special ingredients.
That was from Quentin Tarantino. That was his
We got
suggestion.
an extraordinary network of friends. I mean, my
What the
best friend
fuck?
from kindergarten is still one of my best friends.
Who?
And I think
This is
I
the
mentor a lot of
craziest thing.
young women mostly, but young men also. And I say to them, it's really important. And I say this to everybody: choose.
That's the face I make when I watch her watch Kamala.
Oh God, this is the most insane broken simulator shit I ever saw in my fucking life.
Because there's no way someone could be this good at their job.
That's what I'm saying. And
That's
this is what we gave up. By the way, this is the timeline we could have had, and you guys gave it up.
The Kamala and
Drew Barrymore.
What do you think the differences would be?
What do you mean?
If we were on the correct timeline of Kamala Harris, Drew Barrymore ticket.
If Kamala was the president, yeah, if Kamala was the president,
It was a great thought experiment.
She obviously, exactly what would have happened.
Bird
Like, I have
flu
to fucking
lockdowns,
tell you.
and I'm here for it.
No,
Lock
there
me
were
down,
so.
Daddy.
By the way, the fact that we only locked down for COVID makes me sick. We should be locking down for colds. We should be locking down for flus. We should be locking down for.
I was just saying this to Howie Mandel.
He's right. Yeah.
Oh.
Now look at that. That is a delicious mojito.
Oh, that's a refreshing mojito for a brat summer. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, baby, you're gonna drink that. Drink that on Drew Barrymore's beautiful patio, looking out at a Hollywood pool.
I don't care if you're a brat or a rat boy. This is gonna be your summer, and you're gonna want a refreshing Kamala Hito.
We have got an incredible mojito recipe coming up. Stay tuned.
But first, a blast from the past with the Reverend Yong Yoon.
Yeah.
Where I got my fantastic bullet crown. Now, let me just set the stage here. This is 1997. C-SPAN was covering this event, the Unification Church event, where many of our fine congressmen, joined together to coronate the good Reverend Sun Myung Moon as the King of Peace. Now, this ties into my apology to the Moonies, because I thought they believed in a Korean Jesus, and I am misrepresenting their teachings.
Can I say something? I have such admiration. I already love you. I think you're a genius, but I have such admiration for you for making that apology.
It's hard to do,
think
but
these
it's
days,
the right thing.
I know that sometimes when people make an apology online, it isn't met with acceptance. It's usually met with too late or not.
You can't apologize based on that. You got to apologize based on what's in your heart.
I respect
and
that.
I thought that he was Korean Jesus. No, here's their story. Let me not misrepresent them. The good Reverend Byung Myun was in the hills of Korea, where he was visited by Jesus.
Okay.
Jesus said, "I failed in my mission." This kind of closely approximates how I'm apologizing.
Yeah.
Christ said, I cocked the whole thing up, dude. I got killed.
Yep.
It's up to you now.
Yeah. That was big of Jesus.
So that's why he was being coronated at this event, the King of Peace, because, as you know, Christ is the Prince of Peace.
The Prince of Peace. So he's
but this guy is the King of Peace. So my apologies to the Moonies. Reverend Sun Myung Moon is better than Jesus.
Yes.
That has always been their teaching. And I'm not going to lower the good Reverend Moon.
Listen, I don't think anybody judges it. We all make mistakes, and I'm
just happy because our entire government honored this wonderful man by crowning him the King of Peace.
Yeah.
So we don't have to watch all of Orrin Hatch's remarks, but let's just look at a little bit of it.
Well, I'd love to see what he has to say.
Way overboard on the soak the rich rhetoric.
Yes.
Normally, when I think of the Washington Beltway press corps, I think of, not going to say it, wouldn't be prudent. But when I think of the Washington Times, I think of a publication that has brought much needed balance to the way Washington is
Sun Myung
covered
Moon's
these
newspaper.
days.
Yes.
Now, where do you hear this man speak?
I know him in a professional capacity as a leader in the establishment
Where do you hear him
of
speak?
newspapers and magazines throughout the world, founded to serve and with a commitment to truth and objectivity.
Yes. Here we go.
Respected guest from Washington, D.C.
Better than
I
Jesus.
established the Washington Times to fulfill God's first desire to save this world.
Yes. Yes.
Go on,
Sex
Reverend.
is centered on God, and free sex is centered on Satan.
Ah!
Historically, world literature and media have often stimulated free sex.
That's true.
But from now on, you literary figures and journalists should lead the way to prevent free sex.
Pay to play, baby.
Sex should completely.
Absolutely.
Oh, please.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sexo.
Men and women.
This what?
This truth. Of human sexual organs are shaped as concave and convex.
Okay.
Why are they shaped that way?
Always wondered.
For everyone is one world has opposed.
Wait, let's pause. Why didn't he answer it? He didn't answer it?
Because this is just a snippet. I can't find the full speech. But based on what I've seen, it's probably the greatest speech ever made in the history of mankind.
No, this is crazy. This is.
I still don't know why human
I have a
genitals
dream times a
are
million.
concave.
Convex genital.
It's
Convex
infectious.
genital.
I can see why so many people would let him mass marry them.
Can we
And,
pull up a mass marriage? It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Because these days, these kids these days, they're not even having sex, free sex, or paying for sex. They're not having sex. Look at how beautiful that is. Is there a YouTube clip of one of these marriages?
Look at that.
We should do trigger warning. You're going to cry.
You want to talk about a happy man? I mean,
Oh, look, mass wedding in central Gaza.
and you know, people like to poke fun at this.
Well,
Duncan.
I hate that they would.
A mass wedding in Gaza for the Moonies?
Isn't that beautiful?
Wait, is this is just a mass wedding? This is not Reverend Moon. I think it might be Muslim. And we're at war right now, so I'd like you to please go
Can
back
we
to
take
Reverend.
that off?
I mean, that's fucking crazy.
Please
guys.
don't. Why would
No
you
wonder we
play
can't
that?
show the show.
Why are you doing that?
Yo, Israel's Guide's back to the wall right now. You're gonna play these fucking games?
You're going to play this?
You know, I mean, Israel's losing support every day.
Are
You're
you
jerking
fucking
around in the
seriously
fucking
doing
booth,
that? Why would you
showing
do
a
that?
Muslim mass wedding.
I guess you just fucking love that people are being kidnapped every day. Do you guys celebrate that at YMH?
Well, I guess you love Candace Owens too. You pieces of shit.
Fuck you.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm sorry. I'm glad you didn't have to see that to the crowd. since
It's
this will-
so fucked up.
This will
you
never
just
be
did
released.
that.
But
Why don't you come in here and just shit on
no
my
more
face?
free sex.
Why don't I lay on the floor and you shit on my face?
But not the free.
Why don't you dress like my mom and come in here and shit on my face?
Yeah.
And slap my remaining
Yeah.
ball.
And then say, you're a dirty boy with a dirty penis.
yeah,
It's time for your bath.
Yeah, time for your bath again.
Mommy, the water's too hot. You're dirty.
You learn to love the heat,
Your penis is dirty.
and you have a filthy cock, boy.
Convex genitals. Oh, that's what convex means.
Why don't you come in here in big red high heels?
Oh, it can be a normal. Hold on. Penile curvature. Now, this ties into astrophysics. Where one side is convex, it can be a normal anatomical variation, a congenital condition, or acquired through diseases like Peyronie's.
Yeah,
You know Peyronie's?
of course. I live it every day.
Oh, it's not just a delicious Jersey Shore Italian donut.
No.
It's a curvature of the penis.
No, dude, my cock looks like a marble run.
But when we go to Boardwalk and get Peroni sometimes, those are a different thing. You ever get a big bag of Peronis?
Yeah.
Eat them all yourself. I can't stop. Boy, what a speaking voice on him.
No, can we just play a little bit more? Because
Nobody can oppose me.
That's
true. Is he still alive? Do you think we can get him on the show?
His son Sean wears that bullet crown now, and and you close it out right with some barbershop quartet.
Wow.
So anyway, your federal government crowned him as better than Jesus officially. I think everyone should know that.
Yeah.
The
Well,
true father.
this is I think it's probably a good time to talk about some of the interesting things that are going on in the federal government. Can you pull up Peter Thiel? Peter Thiel at JD Vance. Apparently, so as you know, President Donald Trump is having a little bit of a feud with the Pope, and and Peter Thiel, who's been giving.
Are you going to make a big deal that they were hitting that Jesus crucifix head with a sledgehammer, the IDF soldier picture?
You're the one who just brought it up.
Well, I just want to point this out. Let's just give the benefit of the doubt to the IDF. I'm sure they didn't think it was Jesus.
100%,
they probably
no idea.
just thought it was a Red Cross
Worker.
medic.
Yeah, or like doctors.
So of course they're going to turn him upside down and his head was a sledgehammer.
Doctors Without Borders. I'm pretty sure that they thought it was a Doctors Without
So
Borders.
of course they're going to hit him with a sledgehammer. They don't know if it's Christ or not.
Yeah,
they're not.
Could be a doctor.
These are
Could be an
people of the
aid
book.
worker.
Okay. Let's hear.
In
these
leaked audio recordings, Peter Thiel revealed he told J.D. Vance to ignore Pope Leo on moral issues, including
Now, Pope Leo famously said, maybe don't do what you're doing in Iran.
Pope Leo stepped out of line. Number one,
because the Pope's job, I thought, now I could be wrong. I thought that is exactly what your job is, to be like, don't kill everybody.
No, that is not typically the role of the Pope. Typically the role.
I'm not Catholic, so
no. What happened is, I just feel like the Pope. It's a high pressure job. You're out there in Italy.
Yeah.
It gets hot as fuck in the Vatican.
Well,
They
he's
don't
from
have
Peru.
They don't have air conditioning at the Vatican. Did you
What?
know that? No air conditioning. So
is that a
it's
fact?
hot as fuck. So this is the term sweaty as a Pope's balls. That's what it came from, because the typically popes have to wear a sort of girdle around their balls.
Is that right?
And it's made of hair.
They wear like a hair shirt you would wear in medieval times
Exactly.
as penance. Because
And
I don't know. I mean,
the
well, my
absorption.
head sweats a lot, so hair is absorbent.
It's very absorbing. So, not to get into the details, I don't mean any disrespect.
I don't have to wear a
1.3
headband on my
billion
balls
Catholics
because
out there,
yeah.
but the Pope wears a pubic mat around his balls to absorb the heat. Boom. There you go.
It's called a Merkaba.
Yeah, it's a type of.
It's a pubic mat.
It's a pubic mat to keep their balls from sweating. And in that heat, sometimes they misinterpret Christianity to be against war, when we all know that the message of Jesus was, you got to fight.
You got to fight for your right to party, and it's. Whoa!
What happened?
My fifth wife Jenna, you might know.
Yeah, of course.
She just texted me that she found an authentic Victorian scrying mirror at the thrift store.
Dude, get that. Oh, fucking get that.
She did.
Wow, those are cool. Dude, those are I ordered one online. Those are great.
Okay.
You can talk to spirits through them.
Like which ones?
Well, whichever one shows up.
I can't. Do you have there's not a directory?
I think you just stare into it and it emerges. Mine never really worked.
Hey, maybe I'll realize I'm better than Korean Jesus one day.
John D used scrying mirrors.
He used a black obsidian mirror from the Aztecs.
Is hers made of obsidian?
No, that look. If it, your iPhone probably is a good scrying mirror. Honestly, you could do it anywhere.
Guys, coming up in 10 minutes, we have an incredible mojito recipe for you.
You're gonna want to stick around.
Definitely stick around. It's right around the corner. What do you say? So basically, it looks like Peter Thiel thinks the Pope is the.
I didn't hear the
Antichrist.
audio.
What? They don't. It's just they say there's audio recordings.
What does it say?
Which, by the way, I think it's really lame to surveil somebody like that. Like, it's crazy that somebody would record Peter Thiel.
Hold on. There's leaked audio that we're not allowed to hear. This is suspicious.
JD Vance's top donor suggests Pope Leo is the tool of the Antichrist.
Okay, let's see. In a leak lecture. So you went to a Peter Thiel Antichrist.
I absolutely did.
Do you remember any parts of it?
Well, I can remember just the moment I set eyes on him, being filled with like such an incredible sense of love and respect and admiration for such a great man.
But you don't remember any of the actual details of it.
It's on a lot of ketamine.
Yeah.
But
has anybody been to the Peter Thiel?
He basically, his interpretation of the Book of Revelations, based on this premiere lecture that I got to see, is that it felt like he was saying that we could patch the Book of Revelation, the events in that book that
to stop it from happening.
100%.
Okay,
or
question.
forestall it. That's what I interpreted from it. Is he could stop it, which is essentially slowing down the return of Jesus.
That's what I was going to say. I thought the Christian teaching was that like you wanted it,
Well, because the college this was at had a lot of like very Christian people there. That was one of the questions the students like asked him and got an applause break from the very Christian audience. Is people seemed legitimately confused about the Silicon Valley take that the Book of Revelation is patchable, that you could patch it. It's like the code is just it's not. This is how things are going to happen.
Would you realize everything is just code and there's nothing beyond that? It's very easy. Well,
100%.
You just fix the code.
It's all code. DNA code.
Yeah.
Neurons code.
What do you want?
What do you want? It's all code.
What do you want? Oh, what? Hey, I have a question. Why does the Pope wear a fucking yarmulke?
Why not?
Because he's Catholic.
What do you think about this? Will you pull up this Serpent in the Vatican? This has always been something
What's
I've
Serpent?
wondered about. Serpent, Vatican, Pope's audience hall. You've had to have seen this.
Oh, the one that's set up like a serpent because the brother.
Help me
yes.
understand this.
Well, because an Ophite cult infiltrated some time ago, and that's why.
No, don't just say really go into it because when you pull it up full screen, not that. That's of course that's a
No, the
beautiful.
serpent thing is like a cool. The
that one, the
face.
one that looks like a snake.
Yeah, right.
That right there.
Right. The
What do you
Nahash?
think that is? What does that mean?
That's the Nahash.
But
the
why is
Nakash.
that? Why is that in the Vatican?
Well, I mean,
I really mean it.
if you don't know, I feel like you can't afford it.
I cannot afford it. What does it mean? What does it mean?
So the cult that secretly runs the Vatican is called the Ninth Circle, meaning they all boil down to the same thing. It's a form of serpent worship. Ophite Gnostics. You know Gnosticism?
Yeah.
It's serpent worship. It predates Christianity. It's pagan, as a matter of fact. So that's where we get the Sons of Cain idea. Now, the Sons of Cain is an idea that goes through the Freemasons, through the British Israelism
Yeah.
that we get all our American Christianity from.
Yeah.
William Branham Christianity, which is that horseshit Pentecostal thing that comes out of the 40s that was built up with the Kardashian family. And the idea is that Eve fucked the snake, and that's Cain is the snake is Cain's dad.
Oh, wow.
Freemasons call themselves the Sons of Cain. The
Descendants
Nazis,
of Cain.
right. Now, if you, I
You're
recommend.
one. You're a descendant of Cain.
Why?
Can you
What
pull
did you
up
hear?
the curse of Cain, the direct quote from the Bible? It's the curse is like when God cursed Cain. I'll read it. You're one. This is now you are under a curse and driven from the ground, which opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand.
Is this a porno? Okay.
When you
sorry.
work the ground, it will no longer yield its crops for you. You will be a restless wanderer on the earth. This is every comedian. Anyone,
yeah.
you're a wanderer. And then keep going down where he sins. Cain went off to the land of Nod. Where is that? Basically, the musicians, the artists.
Well, okay, so you know what the land of Nod is? Nobody knows. It may be a term that means to permanently wander. So, like, you're off in the land of Nod. It might mean he never. But that doesn't really make sense because supposedly he founded a city.
So this was.
So there is got to be a place. Nod might be a place called Enoch because there's two Enochs. You know that?
Did not know that.
Yeah, I never knew that either, but there's two. So, and they are in the Bible. It's one of them is the son of Tubal-Cain. And then one is the Enoch that's like the good one. There's one that they call evil Enoch, but that's not his name. It's just
Evil Enoch.
Right.
Keep scrolling. Keep going with it because there's this beautiful thing where it talks about. Check this out, man. This is really good. Keep going down. Then the Lord said to Cain, "Why are you angry? Why is your face downcast?"
Yeah, iniquity is crouching at his door, right?
But keep going down.
This is what I try to tell Tony
This
Hinchcliffe.
is the best right here. Go back up a little bit. This is the best murder story. Now Cain said to his brother Abel, "Let's go out to the field." While they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him.
Right.
Then the Lord said to Cain, "Where's your brother Abel?"
I like that. Like, what am I? What am I, his dad? I don't fucking know.
Now this is another important distinction here when we're talking about this version of God and the book of Genesis, who is theoretically omniscient is always asking something he already knows because he's trying to prove that they're dishonest. I don't know, he replied. Am I my brother's keeper? Leave me alone. You're a fucking asshole. The Lord said, what have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now you are under a curse and driven from the ground, which opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you work the ground, it will no longer yield its crops for you. You will be a restless wanderer on the earth. Right. Keep going down. Cain says, whoever finds me will kill me. But the Lord said, not so. Anyone who kills Cain will suffer vengeance 7 times over. Then the Lord put a mark on Cain so that no one who found him would kill him. So Cain went out from the Lord's presence and lived in the land of Nod, east of Eden. Cain made love to his wife. He banged her down. He sucked those sweet tits all night long.
Wait, I'm sorry. Who is his wife?
What?
Who is his wife?
Lisa Durdrich. And she became pregnant and gave birth to Enoch. Cain was then building a city, and he named it after his son Enoch.
Lisa Durdrich?
Lisa Durdrich.
Are we thinking of the same Lisa Durdrich?
Fucking hot.
Yeah, wow.
And then...
she really holds up, Lisa Durdrich.
Here it is. His brother's name was Jubai. He was the father of all who played stringed instruments and pipes. Jubal, Jubilee. Zyla also had a son, Tubal-Cain.
Jabal and Jubal. What a great name.
Beautiful names, who forged all kinds of tools out of bronze and iron. Tubal-Cain's sister was Naamah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Lamech said to his wife, Ada and Zyla, listen to me. Right now. Take your pants off. Wives of Lamech, hear my words. I've killed a man.
Where are we going with this?
Well, I don't know. I'm just reading the Bible now. I have no idea where I'm going.
Okay, I'm going to play this Peter Thiel message that I got from Matt Ehret because I was asking him what Peter Thiel's
father sounds like a fascinatingly bad person. Apparently very big in the mining, uranium mining sector in South Africa. Very, very powerful figure. Very little was written about him. I know some of his employees, there were some memos from one of his companies where his employees were talking about him like he was a dictator. But yeah, I'd love to understand a bit more in detail, like the roots of that family, their connections. Also, like, you know, the Nazi connection to South Africa and the whole like apartheid operation.
This is all great. Let's do the Mojito recipe. I don't need to do the Peter Thiel. Let's do the Mojito thing.
Connection both to Israel's creation as well as
guys.
South Africa.
Who doesn't love a Mojito? So it's getting hot right now. Summer's upon us, and it is fucking hot. Let me tell you, out here in Texas.
You gotta check this guy out.
Out here in Texas,
he's an operative. He's a self-conscious part of Game B, along with Brett Weinstein and others. You know,
out here in Texas, boy, it's hot. The Cowboys are sweating.
His assignment is primarily the psychedelics dossier. So he's like taking ownership over the different revelations about the dangers of psychedelics, but also, you know, then to push his own,
sometimes, you know, that's
Soma, Aldous Huxley.
Quench that summer heat.
You hear that, Aldous Huxley?
Anyway, he does some good research, and again, I don't trust him at all, obviously, but his.
Okay, so Peter Thiel's dad, long story short, was a sorry, Matt. His dad had a uranium mine in South Africa when Israel stole nuclear weapons from France, I guess, is who they took them from. They say they don't have them, but whatever. And then Israel secretly gave them to South Africa to protect the apartheid state.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because Israel's not apartheid, so I don't know why they would approve of it, but they did. And that was Peter Thiel's dad. Oh, here we go, a German chemical engineer who worked in a... Are you looking at this?
Hold on one second. I'm getting a text from the producers.
Oh, what did they say?
They want us to do the Mojito segment.
Get back to the Mojito segment?
Hold on one second here. Let me see this. Hold on.
Oh, and they went to Cleveland. That's where I'm from originally. That's fun.
Yeah, I can't stop him.
Let's see.
He's going to do it. I don't know
now this is fun. Peter Thiel didn't tell the black employees they're mining uranium. His dad just had him into mining your radioactive shit and didn't tell him.
Well, let me just speak
Nothing
up.
wrong with that.
I know. Let me just say something here.
We got to tell everybody everything.
Because already everyone's going to be like, oh, Duncan wanted to jump to the Mojito segment to cut the Peter Thiel talk out. I already see it coming.
I know that's not true.
It's not true. Can I just say this? I mined when I was a child. And
minerals?
I don't know. That's the whole point. Is when they send you down in the mines, they don't tell you what
It's
you're.
dark.
It's dark, and they just say, "Look for this thing. Look for this colored rock." They don't give you.
What colors did we instructed to look for?
Yellow.
Yeah, that's a good one. If you find rocks that are yellow, by the way, hot tip. Those, hold on to them.
So, and then also I feel like it's like who hasn't lived in a mining family and who hasn't had a dad who ran mines?
How many allegations of blackface have there been? And we don't know people might have been miners, because I got news for you. If you're down in that mine,
you get dusty down there.
You're going to come out looking like Schwarzpeter from Racist Christmas.
Dude, every time I came out of the fucking mine, I'd be covered in soot and shit and piss.
Look at this. Now, do you think that they're racist or they're just doing a hard
Well,
day's
these
work?
days with cancel culture the way it is, these miners
It's ironic, dude.
Mining precious coal.
Their job is to put on blackface
that.
every day, basically.
Yeah,
and they only live as long as black people.
The Earth gives them blackface.
They actually have the lifespan of Chicago black teens. You see the hermetic principles there, right?
I do, of course I do. How could you not?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a black person, I think.
How Wyoming's black coal miner shaped.
That's a black person.
Yeah. Now look at this guy. I feel like he's not a real. That's not a real miner.
That's AI. That's not a fucking miner.
That looks like the most interesting man in the world.
That's a miner.
Yeah.
That's a fucking miner. Look at that.
Yeah. Look at his hands.
Do you know?
Getting coal out of that dark.
Do you know where the term Tommy knockers came from?
It's like the noises they hear in the mines,
which they ascribe these noises. Like miners would say that they would see these creatures down in the fucking mines, and that sometimes when there was about to be an explosion, or sometimes it's like they were trying to warn them. Have you heard about this cryptid shit?
Yes.
So can you pull up encounters with cryptids in North Carolina? This shit is really weird. After that terrible flood that hit Asheville, North Carolina.
Out of nowhere. It has nothing to do with lithium, Tanner.
I guess pull up cryptids after
Tanner's got a conspiracy that the government uses weather weapons to flood areas that they want lithium mines in.
A lot of people...
Well, why don't you stop doing your own research, Tanner?
Pull up after floods, cryptids, North Carolina.
I've had it with this.
I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. And by the way, mining lithium is so good for kids.
I mean, every part of the lithium process is good for kids.
Following major floods, reports
the Kentucky goblins
often emerge as displaced wildlife or supernatural entities. So when there are these floods, these subterranean creatures are driven out of the caves, and people fucking see them scampering through their forests and stuff.
Well, I know Kentucky goblin story, the small Dobby-like creatures.
Yes, and they wear clothes. They have hand woven clothes and shit, which is weird. But after the floods hit in Asheville, there's all these really eerie reports of people seeing these creatures with hand woven clothes, fucking confused out.
What do they look like?
Maybe pull it up. Post-flood cryptids.
I didn't know this flood thing. That's very interesting.
It's fascinating. But these things show up, and the Tommy knockers are apparently there's some subterranean species that would live in the mines, and they're not malicious.
Well, who knows?
You probably won't find an actual picture of them.
Post-flood cryptids reports. Okay, key post-flood. So there's been Tommy Knocker reports. Wait, gray creatures. Go back. We'll go back to that. Wait. Go back. 2-3 foot tall, disoriented gray creatures on roadsides, leading to speculation. Well, first of all, those are probably dwarves that are covered in soot.
You mean like mining dwarves?
Yeah. What do you think? Normal-sized men do that mining? How could you possibly do that?
Dude, that was the weird thing being a kid in the
dwarves
mines.
Are greedy.
Dwarves.
Okay.
They're great miners, though. Strong.
And only about half of them are actually Jewish. So
there
Tanner,
it is.
Save your conspiracies.
This is the article I was telling you about. Can you enlarge it? Maybe scroll down a little bit. Scroll down.
A lot of goblins.
There's a really cool account here.
I don't like this, how anti-Semitic this is about to become.
Keep scrolling down.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Get to the goblins. Not you guys.
And then the goblins came. Who wrote this? You just wasted how many lines?
You start at the top.
Then the goblins came. You start with that.
Start at the fucking top. No one wants to read your fucking
teach you how to write now.
Shit. No one cares. We want goblins now.
Okay, hold on. Let's just see what the first story I heard. Now, let's see.
When they came to a slow roll, they discovered 2 small gray creatures.
Wait. Look. They saw. So on Highway 15, they saw what they thought were 2 toddlers. Not all surprised, 2 small children be stranded, separated from their parents. They slowed down their pickup truck. This is like the Superman origin. When they came to a slow roll, they discovered 2 small gray creatures instead. The couple described each as 2 to 3 feet in height, about the size of a 2-year-old. One was naked and standing up with a clear expression of disorientation. These might be Disney actors. The other was wearing a leather skirt. The husband called it a kilt. Wait, why are you putting in quotes that you've
sitting down on the ground?
Hold on. Why? The other was wearing a leather skirt, and the husband said he's wearing a kilt.
No need for fucking quotes.
Why are they putting that in quotes like this is a magical...
Who do you think you are?
You don't know what a kilt is, author? Okay. And was rocking back and forth with its hands on its head. Shocked, the couple sped off.
Pieces of shit. By the way, that couple's a piece of shit. So you see 2 seeming toddlers, one of them naked.
Wait.
Why did you drive off?
Because they were gross.
No, you don't drive away from toddlers.
Though they weren't. They were goblins.
Dude, that's what you say is an excuse to drive away from toddlers.
There might be more data.
They saw 2 toddlers in need.
Would you like the other data points?
Yes.
We need more data points. Gwen.
Keep driving.
Wait, Gwen is in her 60s, close to the ground with... Hold on. Gwen is in her 60s and close to the ground. She's short? Like a goblin? With Baker's hands.
Sucks.
With Baker's
hands.
Oh, like mother had Baker's hands.
What the fuck are Baker's hands?
King Charles's little fucking puffy.
Covered in flour?
Everybody is doing either whiteface or blackface in this town. And a beautiful voice she uses for shape note singing. Don't know what that is. She raised her children in a coal camp and has been a fierce local activist her entire life, organizing a community around racial justice and libiguitica plus white rights.
But she doesn't give a fuck about goblins.
Okay, so this little thing, and I ain't told nobody because I was afraid. Wait, do you think it might have been a young girl because we've lost the Atlantean knowledge of what a woman is? She wasn't able to identify it? All right. So this bitch is a witch. And
so this little bang, this has been 2 or 3 years ago. I ain't told nobody because I was afraid somebody bother.
Gwen begins. So this little being, so this is a witch. Gwen's a witch. You don't go to fucking like Goblin Country talking that LGBTQ shit unless you're doing witchcraft.
Can you Google Baker's hands?
And what racial justice? Everybody's white where you live, bitch. Yo, that's crazy as shit. She brought these little fucking monsters out of the ground. I like these ones because they were shooting with shotguns and it was like tickling them.
What?
The goblins, the guns had no effects on them.
Really?
Now, can I give you a little tip, viewers, if you're ever in this situation?
So wait, no, just because I feel like you're intentionally like digging at me with wanting us to upload this.
A little bit I was.
Okay, wait.
It's called occult magic.
To you, something is meaningful if other people see it.
I don't believe in solipsism ever since I found out that the secret doctrine of the LaVey Church is to encourage solipsism.
Well, I mean, I don't appreciate the accusation. I did perform at the grandson of the founder of the Church of Satan's wedding.
What did it feel like in there?
What?
What did it feel like in the room?
Family.
You said the most fascinating thing I ever heard about it. You said it felt heavy.
Well, I mean, yeah, the density, Satanism has a kind of like density. And
do you know why? That's a real thing.
Why?
So all that 666, I never understood this because, Nero's number was 616 in Gematria, which is gay magic math, but 666.
Gay magic math.
Yeah, it's. I mean, but if you can chain enough fucking retards together, you can affect reality with it. Don't think you can't. 666. Typically in ancient times, the number 3 signifies wholeness. I guess 7 is that too, but 3.
3, the Trinity.
Right.
The dialectic.
And that predates even Christianity. But the wholeness of it, so 6, so God rests the 7th day. So the 6th day.
Yes.
So what you're saying is I am the maximum materialist possible. I care about nothing but this material world, and that completes me utterly. That's what 666 means.
Yeah. So
that means there's nothing but dopamine in this world to me, or rich, whatever. And that's why being a rock star is Luciferian. That's why you're a light bringer.
It's on Spotify. Would you guys mind pulling up Anton LaVey's Satanic Black Mass? Let's just play some clips.
Who's the guy with the chain wallet that I attacked for having a chain wallet that you talked to?
My friend Mitch Horowitz. He's the greatest dude ever. Will you pull up?
I mean, he's a full-blown Satanist
I
now,
guess you can
and
find
that's
it on
cool
YouTube.
as shit. Don't get me wrong.
You can find it on YouTube, the Satanic Black Mass.
Okay, yeah, and
now this. Can you do mind pausing real quick? One thing people don't know about Anton LaVey is he was a really great organist. Did you know that?
yes, he played. Hey, do you like? What was the thing? Are you guys fans of Mr. Bungle? He played circus music. He played hardcore circus music.
Mr. Bungle was great. Now let's go ahead and play.
Oh man, this is better than regular church.
But pause it for 1 second.
So I'm still listening to pipe organ horseshit
Pause it
either
for
way,
1
right?
second. I think one thing that it's important to note here when one is beginning to like look into Satanism is that density. You can actually, if you really tune in, you can feel it just in the way the organ sounds. It's dense. It's heavy. This is the vibe of all of it. Keep playing. It's, I guess pause for one more second. Now keep playing. Now pause for 1 second. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm doing that, but the one thing that you'll hear when it comes to like an explanation of Satanism is it's kind of just a LARP. This is not a LARP. It's not a LARP, dude. This is an actual religion.
Can I explain it to you? I'd love to. Okay, so the LARP of it. So as you know, QAnon was invented by Jeffrey Epstein and Steve Bannon. It's in the files. The precursor to QAnon was called Cicada, and that was an online puzzle.
I remember that.
That was a beta test of QAnon.
No shit.
Epstein's a big gamer, you'll notice, and when he's talking about MK Ultra shit,
yeah.
Jay Dyer was talking to this chick, Courtney Smith or Brown, very, very good guest we should get. And he was like, I think you're the first person to, but no, I was on this podcast that no one's ever seen. I brought it up. So a video game, a lot of video game creators involved because here I'll put it this way. I learned this about Jehovah's Witnesses that I was in. So Jehovah's Witnesses, there's not like a head guy that you worship like a god or anything, you know. The founder, Charles Taze Russell from the Russell bloodline, and that's important because your final OTO or Golden Dawn or whatever thing is to invent a religion. That's your final class project.
Yeah.
All of these, especially what LaVey was doing, all of them are all about slavery. So basically, when they talk about being a rebel and this and that, they mean for them. They mean for them. And if you're too stupid to see it, you deserve to be a slave. That's why one of the secret commandments of Satanism is don't be stupid, literally. I got this from Mark Passio, the ex-LaVey. He had a grotto in Philly.
What do you mean he had a grotto? What do you mean a grotto?
Your parish is called a grotto in the LaVey Church.
That's what they call their churches?
You
Grottos?
didn't know this?
Did not know that.
Called a grotto, like the Playboy Mansion had. Yeah, a grotto.
Oh.
An underground fuck palace. It's serpent shit. Anyway, LaVey's not an atheist. If you're an atheist, okay, you could be a Satanist who's an atheist. There's all kinds. Sam Harris, for example. You don't have to.
Sam Harris is a Satanist?
De facto. Automatically de facto.
You mean from your interpretation he's a Satanist?
No, Satanism is about being, first of all, Sam Harris, no free will. He supports all kinds of objective physical evils such as killing and shit. That's de facto Satanism. The good thing about Satanism.
But he wouldn't call himself a Satanist.
Well, you don't have to. That's what's so great about Satanism.
What?
It's just pure materialism. You don't have to believe in nothing. That's fine. Believe in you. You're God. You understand the appeal?
But I mean, I'm just saying, like, Sam Harris, like most Satanists I've met, they're Satanists. They say
I got news for you. If you're not the leader of the church and you're just a parishioner and you're calling yourself a Satanist, you're at what they call the chump level. Much like a Freemason who's below the 33rd degree.
Okay.
You are a chump.
You're in the driveway.
All these things are farm teams to see if you're suitable for better shit.
Let's keep playing the Satanic Mass because maybe this will change your mind.
What? Oh, I'm just explaining why this is not made up in a joke. How did we start on this? There was a reason I was telling you.
The density of the devil. I guess jump ahead. He starts talking.
Does it get to anything?
Yeah.
And let these obscene vistas of
Can we just fuck? Do I have to do all this?
Go back a little bit.
future deeds and do it. And our strength waxeth strong in our comfort.
Go back a little bit. This audio recording sucks. I know the person who pressed this.
Who's that?
I don't know if I can say.
Why?
Because they didn't tell me I could say. Yeah, the audio is fucked. You can't really hear what he's saying, but one of the things he says in here is, I have become like the beast of the field. So it fits into what you're saying, which is basically like,
he who makes a beast of himself gets rid of the pain of being a man. Remember that quote?
That's it.
That's how you know Hunter S. Thompson definitely made snuff films, and he also was part of it.
So
that's straight out of the Satan man.
Here's what I want to say. I am not a Satanist, but what's cool about them, regardless of your take on ethics, morality, aesthetic. No, what's cool about them is the commitment, which is like that, to commit fully to being an animal, to commit to really like fully. This is where the density comes from, is when you meet them, when you meet someone who's literally thrown out all of the ideas of redemption or all the ideas.
That sounds safe for children to be around.
It's fucking right, dude. Well, when you're in the present,
I'm sure children won't be as a result of that that idea.
Dude,
I'm sure that it's a safe way to have kids.
It's not,
and that's why Xena LaVey doesn't. And that's why this guy with the dead eye that's actually
I met Xena LaVey.
Yeah, they're all MK Ultra. By the way, he's CIA. This piece of shit. Anyway. Okay, so Jehovah's Witnesses, the Russell family, which is way better than Anton LaVey, they're way higher up, and in the real Rosicrucians, you might know a Rosicrucian or two. Most of them are in the chump shit.
You meet people who say they're Rosicrucians. Whenever I hear that, I don't know what
the
that
Rosy
means.
Cross has invented. There's several types of it, and there's a bunch that's a chump level. Same as Freemasons, same as anything. There's the thing where we see if you're suitable to move up. Okay, that's all it's for, is to vet you for the after party. And then we vet you at that one for the after party. It's a very simple system. It's based on the Atlantean ring system, circles within circles. It literally controls the world. Now, wow. Jehovah's Witness. Okay, there we go. He's raised Presbyterian, blah, blah, blah. So this dude, when you hear about him, they'll say he's a kook, this and that. We didn't worship him as a god in any way. He wasn't even like Joseph Smith, a prophet to us.
Yeah.
He was Brother Russell, and it wasn't big. He had a black pyramid on his grave for many years that I think the organization has removed.
Why did he have a black pyramid?
Well, because he was from what you would call a Luciferian family.
Is there images of that?
Oh, sure.
Can we see black pyramid on Joseph Russell's grave? I didn't know this about them.
Okay, but here's what this is, Jehovah's Witnesses. It's a form of path working. So your rat maze?
What the fuck?
What? What's the big deal?
That's his grave?
Yeah. Why? Well, they moved it.
Where did they move it?
Don't worry about it. I feel you're getting distracted.
That's what? Look at the cemetery. Like, look, is that his grave up there on the top? That sucks you're going there to visit your family and wow.
So why does he have a pyramid?
And you see these on when you go to cemeteries, I've seen other pyramids too. Like
I showed you Blair White. Blair White went to school in a black pyramid in Northern California with a clear underground driveway. I think we played it on one of these episodes that I'll never air. So anyway, it don't matter.
Who cares?
Okay, listen to me. The Russell family, they're in one of those important families that you might have heard of that run shit. Here's why Jehovah's Witnesses is special, and I didn't know this until recently. There's not a leader that everybody was like, oh, like the guy from Scientology that gets to beat you up. It doesn't matter what happens to the leader. The thing will go on, just like how ISIS used to do.
Yeah, it's a much better structure.
Russell created in effect, a perpetual motion machine. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. So you don't need a charismatic leader. Or how they say Antifa is.
Right, you don't need that. It's like the best design.
Okay, and what purpose does it? Because we couldn't go in the military, we couldn't be in politics. We're completely no part of the world. What purpose does that serve? I'll tell you what it is. A control group and a bunch of other experiments. And we want to see, can we control how you're breeding? That's why when we were watching the great Seong Moon, he's having mass weddings because the hierarchy in that church is the people born from that mass wedding.
Yeah.
They're a higher level than the people born that they have.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course. Oh, okay. I got you.
So,
no, I got you.
So all of these people are breeding their followers. Okay, we need a system. We need to get back to the days. You know what? Those texts that I gave you, I'll show you what my so the guy that I've been talking to was also a Jehovah's Witness, but he was born on an eclipse, and his mother was born on an eclipse.
What?
Yeah.
That is very improbable, dude.
Well,
what are the odds? Can you guys chat GPT?
Who cares? Why would that matter?
It's just interesting. What are the odds of your mother being born on an eclipse?
You know any rich people? You know they have their kids on specific days because they're into horoscopes? That's a thing.
But you can't time when I guess you could induce labor.
There's always people being born. It's going to happen. But if you're tracing genetics, which is what they were doing, the Russells, then they know this is... Now, why is it so important?
Why?
Well, because, and I'm not telling you it's true or false, I'm telling you the doctrine. So the astrology and all that shit, think of it like radio stations. When the moon and the sun are in certain fucking positions, you can pick up different shit. And if you've been born to a certain bloodline, you're more receptive to that. And you can be a vessel for things, or you can communicate with things.
And this is exactly what they're talking about, like building an observatory on the moon, because they could pick up more signals. Like what you're saying is...
Yeah, it's just, okay. It's all fractalized.
Wow.
On, I think it's May 10th, 1994, this dude had to do a ceremony. And the ceremony, by the way, and it was government, it was called Project Jehovah, which I find fucking fascinating.
Before you go on, I got to have a White Claw for this. You yet again are freaking me the fuck out.
This is going to be a four claw pod for sure. Here you go, buddy. No, you don't. You think a secret off the books project is going to be in there. Well, here's what I want. Oh, I'm sure. Good. Okay.
I mean, this is coming from someone born into this thing.
Hold on. You got to listen to this. So, okay. There's you're not going to see Project Jehovah. I texted you the shit. There's a patch. The Clementine.
You're freaking me out, man.
Well, that's what the mystery boys do. Okay, hold on.
I'm one of the mystery.
There we go. The Clementine, 1994.
What the fuck is that?
Well, that was that was Project Jehovah. They were trying to find a rain god counterpart to bring down to the earth. Okay, you know the Dresden Codex?
No.
From the Mayans? You never heard of this?
The Dresden Codex, is that where like 2012 came from?
They're trying to make a human avatar to a rain god. Now, rain gods include, according to many people, and your buddy with the chain wallet would tell you, Baal.
Mitch Horowitz, great author, wonderful person.
I read his book. In fact, Jenna got it for me when we first started dating. She got me his book before I was even looking at this shit.
We should have him on the show.
I would love to have him on the show, Duncan. Anytime that gentleman would like to come on, I would love. He's a really
nice, wonderful guy.
Who cares about that?
The chain wallet doesn't make the man.
Look, I'm friends with my best friend. I'm goddaughter of his child, is Big J Okerson. Do you think I'm that racist against chain wallets?
Okay, fine.
Does he have black fingernails and carries a handbag now? Like my friend Jay, who's, I guess, transitioning? Okay. That's why it's called Project Jehovah, because as Mitch Horowitz or many of these people will tell you, that's basically the same god as Baal. It's competing rain gods, right?
Oh, okay.
But why would NASA be involved in that?
Why?
Keep going. Let's go through the messages.
That is so fucked up.
By the way, just so you know, on this episode of Mystery Boys, we cannot release this because this is the answer to all the alien shit. Remember Star Wars? Keep going. Keep going back. Keep going back. Keep going back. Keep going back. Keep going. Keep going. Wait, why is there any other?
While you guys do that, I want to remind you, we're about to give you an incredible mojito recipe. This is...
Oh, yeah, no, this perfect. Mojito will have juiced pineal gland and human lung tissue and monatomic
It's going to be a regular mojito. There are active ingredients in it that are uncommon, but not that
see,
uncommon.
That's in the middle of... Okay, do you have to pee?
What? How'd you know?
Because of the White Claws. Okay, so so my friend did the ritual. He was putting the ritual.
By the way, the ritual, the eclipse in 1994 is from the Dresden Codex.
Took place in Dresden, New York, at the top of Black Mountains. It's called the Lid of Palenque. And I bet you Mitch Horowitz knows all about what this is. I don't know if he knows about it to the degree that my friend knows.
What's the Lid of Palenque?
It's in the Mayan thing. It's like an accordion file and it's different than the other Mayan.
What do you mean accordion file?
Like they wrote it down on this vellum paper.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Oh, look at that.
It's a hat.
So
this is what a lot of people point to this and say it's someone in a spaceship. Like I've studied this image before.
It's not either or. It's yes and. Okay, so go back a little bit before go back. So they were trying, just so you understand what Thiel, all these guys, what they're all trying to do, and what CERN's trying to. And whenever they do rituals, they're trying to contact Apollo. Apollo is their guy. You know who Apollo is?
Sure, of course.
Who?
Apollo the god?
Yeah. Do you know who he is? He's Lucifer.
I didn't know that. I never thought of that before.
I never did either, but it's a well-known thing, and I just learned it. So, if you take the Apollo missions from NASA, that would make them the Lucifer missions. And if you take the Jesuit telescope called Lucifer, everybody talks about, you might as well call it the Apollo telescope.
Dude, this is good. Before you go pee, I have to say this, and it's going to sound like I'm doing a cheap bit. I'm not. I just watched a Pokemon movie with my kid. Do you know what it's about?
What?
Cloning a rare Pokemon from Mayan-like ruins that they found.
Let me tell you about
Dude,
these.
That's so weird. What the fuck?
Okay, you got to understand the Japanese.
I can't. I don't want to do it. I can't do it, man. You got me. I'm not going to become someone raving about Pokemon, but I swear to God, what you just described is literally the plot. It's not
because Japanese people that make shit, they're doing all the research on it. You know how they overwork and overdraw and overwrite their shit?
Mewtwo Strikes Back. I swear to God, it's so embarrassing to say this. Will you look up Wikipedia Mewtwo Strikes Back just based on what you just said?
It's to indoctrinate your kids.
Okay.
Your kids
Hold
are
on.
being,
We'll read this after we go pee.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Well, I want to know the plot before I pee.
Scientist Dr. Fuji is hired by Giovanni, leader of Team Rocket. To utilize his
Jack Parsons.
This is so embarrassing. To utilize his experts in cloning to create a living weapon based on the eyelash from Pokemon Mew. Soon after the weapon is created, it gains sentience and is named Mewtwo. But Mew,
this is the story of Peter Thiel. That's what you're reading.
Literally hit. This is like, as far as like talking about this shit, this is where all leads is railing against Pokemon. Like, remember when Gallagher...
I would include all anime, and I would say if you're white, you can't watch it. You're going to transition. If you're black, you can, but you're going to turn white. Bottom line.
Can you look up this? Maybe we could find the scene where they find Mew in like Mayan fucking ruins. There's Mayan ruins that show Mew.
More important than the Mayans.
Yeah, am I wrong that this is just what you described? Like,
you are not wrong at all. You're not even a little bit wrong.
There. What the fuck?
Yeah, right.
You've like, what the fuck?
Well,
it can't be.
Okay, I'm going to, you know what?
There's no way that's real. There's no way
Why?
that people making Pokemon are connected to a cult.
We're all connected.
Trying to resurrect Apollo.
I don't understand how you're the psychedelic guy. You don't get, there's this collective unconscious.
I get there's a collective unconscious, but I'm sorry. It's very hard for me to jump off the Pokemon.
We're all drawing from the same source of ideas.
That's a red flag.
What do you mean? What?
When you start thinking Pokemon are demons, that's a bad sign.
Get over these labels. That's the number one thing, okay? Because my friend, as we'll see from the messages, the people at the top don't call them none of that shit. Those are things to put a vice on your brain so you can't think objectively out of the gate. And they're intentional. They're intentionally telling you names of these things to limit how you look at them. Now, I'm not a supporter of these fucking things, by the way your buddy Mitch Horowitz is. But I know he's right. And I'm sure he would say what I'm saying. You better get over these dumb labels you got, because all they're doing, it's like saying red pilled or white. You know, they don't.
Right.
Which pill?
Right.
Big Pharma controls you, motherfucker. That's why you're talking like that.
The moment you like run into certain like thought patterns, those labels pop up.
What is language? By the way, a grimoire, that's grammar, spelling, spell. Our entire English language is a constructed by occultists on purpose. The way we speak English currently is designed. Italian is not a real language. The fascists put it together from dialects to in Italy in the World War II. Hebrew, which I was told by my ex is a resurrected dead language. It wasn't. They all spoke Aramaic. This is a control mechanism, the language. That is why the woke left. Anybody who's still whining about that, you're an asshole and you're full shit. But the reason the woke left, that part of the dialectic, the woke left is trying to control what? The words you say. Because that is the magic. It's all about control.
Right.
So I can frame the entire conflict for this game, and this ties into what I was saying. QAnon, these LARPs, live action role play.
Yeah.
Okay, live action role play is what you call your life, assholes. I don't know what you think you're doing here.
Right.
These occultists have constructed various rat mazes. They have a term for it. You know what it is?
What?
The wilderness of the mind.
Wow.
So you could wander around in it your whole fucking 40 years. Then around 40, you start to notice shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're about that.
Wow.
And so that's what they're all doing. And that's why, there you go. Okay, Nick Burdick. So my good buddy, well, I don't know him super well, but he's great. Mark Windows from Windows on the World, who explained pharaonic crowd control to me. The pharaohs controlling the people in ancient Egypt. You got a corrupt funeral home industry like we have, right?
Absolutely.
They took over the government. The funeral home industry of Egypt back then, that's where we get pharaohs from. And what is the system? It's a bunch of corrupt priests controlling an inbred king who's dressed up like an idiot. And he goes out with his snake head and his whatever.
Right.
And then they're just draining.
Which is a classic model, which we've been seeing in every presidency, is like they're not inbred kings, but that's
they
a perfect.
Say, that's why I say as the carpet, so the drapes.
We'll be right back with an award-winning mojito recipe from the Mystery Boys.
You're going to want a
Stay
stiff
tuned.
mojito when you hear this shit.
Let's go pee.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Go back.
Go back to that.
Wait, Drew Barrymore, Chris Fleming.
What the fuck is happening?
Hey, listen.
I know.
Wait. Yes, come on. You got to cross the abyss with me, or we're not going to. You got to cross the abyss. Okay, we're going to have to alter this.
Why is she doing this?
So beloved.
Why is this shoe
Wait, stop. Now, hold on. Boy, do you want to talk about an as above, so below? You see how he's leaning into her, how she leaned into Kamala?
Yes.
And look how he's sitting. Now, okay.
By the way, I'm sorry. This is every girl that broke up with you in Silver Lake. This is her next boyfriend.
He's not gay. He's like
no, he's not gay.
One of those. So at the end of the day, this is a guy looking like a chick, but he doesn't play guitar. Really, to me, I don't know him. He's probably a great guy.
I'm sure.
He seems like a great guy.
Great guy. I'm sure. I don't know. I don't know him. I didn't know who he was, but keep playing because I got to see
He seems
this.
like the Rubido, if you know what I'm saying.
They're about to. This is an intense moment for these two. Look at that body language,
wait,
legs spread.
Can I be a part of this? Hold on.
You know, and I do.
He's a
think
comedian's
that
comedian.
and,
Well, Mark
Robbie
Maron can
Hoffman
attest to
comes
that.
mind,
Oh,
why I'm-
Robbie's so great.
Oh my God.
Robbie's wild.
Robbie.
Yeah.
Oh God, just.
Yo, you
you're
could put it
breaking
wherever in this guy.
rules, And I feel like you are.
You know what I like about him?
evolving,
He'll do. In a
the
pinch.
genre in a
What?
way
In a
that
pinch,
feels
he'll
at a
do.
perfect pace. And
You know?
it's,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
Different.
Yeah,
There's
man,
a
I know.
physicality to it.
I mean,
I
not
know
for
you-
me. I need a pretty
Part in
face,
your
but
special that I was,
I need a guy with a
again,
really
bent
pretty face, but I
over
mean, for some
laughing.
people, he'll
You were
do.
like sometime around, I don't know whether it was 10, 15.
You know,
20
this
years
is
ago,
making me like
every
1
person
second away
Wait.
from
crawling out of
disassociating.
the woodwork.
Hold on. She's talking about how everybody loves Chris Fleming.
I'm gonna disassociate.
Look at his seductive.
Why?
Can I watch a man save comedy or a person that's neither man nor woman save comedy, please? Look at him saving comedy while now look, she's in a birth
Guys,
position, giving birth to a new world
Marin
order.
said he's saving comedy.
Marin said
And you are so right.
from the Rogan verse.
What happened in the world where
I'm
every
disassociating.
woodwork
I-
crawler
Every
was like,
guy.
Don't you dare.
Okay.
Oh my God! Now, I was texting you guys this stuff from this because I want to like explain the whole thing to Duncan, so you just know what everything is. You know. What are they doing now? By the way, what are the ratings of this show? What is happening? Wait, dude, this is really astonishing. Like, you could just fast forward to any point on this. Now they're kissing. I mean, I think Gallagher is worried about Pokemon, but look at this shit. Pokemon, if you know what I'm saying, Duncan. But come on, just watch this comedy be saved. Not with that flat ass. I would think a chick with a better, like, look at
And
it.
then we pause, and then you wait for the laugh to die, and then you scurry really quick.
I can't.
You're really good at physical theater, by the way.
Thank you. I love physical
Boy,
comedy.
it's like if Tom Hanks was a she-male.
ham.
That's what I like.
It's like Danny
And look at the pants. That's what I think looks really good. He's not afraid to just be like a weird thing with a chick who went to clubs way too young in life. You know?
We planked. Okay, we have this
But
new
I mean,
game
can you imagine the
here
things that happened to Drew
Truth
Barrymore as a
Cues,
child?
and
They're
because
probably
I
not
love
good.
Weird random questions.
Yes.
So if you don't mind, you can just pick a random one and we'll see what's
Fuck.
in there.
This show is
These White Claws are strong, dude.
No, they're not. It's Chris Fleming's comedy saving. That's you're feeling.
Let's do the mojito thing, man.
Oh yeah. So what is the liquor? The primary liquor?
Rum.
So just get some rum and you know what? Just drink it straight, like a pirate. Maybe put on dress up like a chick or something. Now you're drinking a mojito.
Yeah. Look at that. You can pick any of these rums.
The ingredients go into you. Here's what you're gonna need: an 8-ball of blow. What's the matter? Did Chris Fleming upset you that much? He's great.
Chris Fleming.
The guy who say, "Oh, look at him kissing."
What is that?
Oh my God! Doesn't Chris Fleming look like a chick, but you can't put your finger on which one? But who? What's the girl he looks like? I'm trying to think, but I don't know.
Oh shit!
Dear friends with Conan.
Did you guys find Gallagher talking about Pokemon?
Oh, do you think he's a Pokemon? Is that his gender?
No, I'm saying I want you to hear Gallagher's rail against Pokemon.
Why did you want me to do this interview?
Keep
if
going.
You don't think I know anything about what you're asking me?
Will you pause for 1 second? When I was a young comic, Gallagher was at the Comedy Store. I had been doing comedy for not very long. I was with another comic. Gallagher came up to us. He was talking to us, and he looked at us, knowing we're both like brand new comics. He goes, "Have you ever sold out an arena?"
Why don't you shut your non-binary mouth, Gallagher? That's what I said to him.
Let's keep playing because I do want to hear this last part of the interview.
You're
It's pretty long.
You're just arguing. It's Howard Stern and.
I'm not. I was just having a conversation. No, I have more respect for comedy.
You're trying to be controversial.
I am not.
No, I think Gallagher's unfair there.
I have 30 years of experience.
Well, then tell me about comedy. I just think that show business is show business.
Well, then just why don't you do the interview and tell people your opinion?
We were having a good conversation.
You know, people say this to me on my podcast, like, why don't you just
Gallagher.
talk and not have a guest?
Ah, come on, Gallagher.
I'll never forget this. He goes, Gallagher. Me and Mark had dinner, by the way, after this had happened. In JFL, we went to go get pho. And he had just divorced Misha.
Oh, shit.
Mishna.
Are they if they're still laughing?
Yeah, no, there's no dynamics.
But
most comedians are terrible.
Okay.
They should listen to me.
That is so fucking crazy.
And he's right. You're never going to play a state fair slumped over like that. Ron Funches, not to name names. That's who he was talking about. Ron Funches was real slumpy at the time, I remember. Yeah, look, and I like Ron Funches, but I'm just saying Gallagher had an issue because you got to put a little razzle dazzle in.
I just like the word slumpy. It's like a Peanuts character.
It's like Gallagher. Do you understand what country you live in?
Slumpy. It's Snoopy on fentanyl.
We're genetically engineering children with taints that aren't.
Is that
good
a
enough.
thing called slumpy?
What? Slumpy is probably the name of a new woman hero in a Marvel movie.
Well, guys, we did it again.
Wait, we didn't do it. I'm texting the thing. Now put this up. I want you to see this.
There's a slumpy Pokemon?
Yeah, it's every goetic demon is a Pokemon. Slumpy.
How
to pronounce Slumpy? If you don't know how to pronounce Slumpy,
how do you pronounce Slumpy?
I'm going to say you can't pronounce your own name because that's your name.
How do you pronounce that wrong?
Wait, go back the earlier ones. I started at the top because I just wanted to tell the secret of aliens before we leave.
Yeah, dude, let's get back into that. What the fuck is this? What are we doing here, man?
I don't know
what happened to the whole.
Okay, here we go. So I wanted to know, when you're around these creepy ass people in the thing, did they think aliens were real or was it some kind of joke and it's all demonic for lack of a better word? He goes, they knew the reality of different classes of beings and consciousnesses, some with physical body, some without, some moving between the two, especially high Saturnian necromancers. They often facilitate, if not control, the process.
Wow.
And those implants from aliens, that's what that is. This is a race of necromancers. There's a lot of stuff out there, a lot's misrepresented, and a lot is portrayed strategically as a means to an end, but they serve spirits, and the high spirits can inhabit bodies and have control, whereas the lower ones can be invoked and used as equipment, like Solomon. Okay.
Yeah, right.
There's a lot of stuff, but they never use the terms alien or demon. Okay.
They don't think of it like that.
Yeah, keep going. What's the next one? Oh, the important ones, you might as well use the term demonic, but more than worrying about semantics, I would worry about how they act. Yeah, of course. The good ones you don't have to worry about, but blah, blah, blah. Those who are okay, the good ones are the one. Okay, wait. Let's see. The people that rule the world commune with the bad ones. Obviously, I mean, I don't have to tell you that. Last thing, at the very top, the spirits were playing. This is my Nigerian prince theory. I think is real. They were playing the people and thought the people were disgusting, worthless pieces of shit, only good for what they can be used for. The people aren't master orchestrators. At the ones at the top infest themselves with parasites of sorts and infect them with energetic virus of sorts as part of the initiation process, and ultimately become less human and more controlled by a conglomerate of conscious universal energetic principles that overtake them. So I then called him on the phone. So he was a Jehovah's Witness like me. Alien equals a physical body that isn't from Earth.
Okay.
So you see how it's you're already wrong to say aliens. What are you talking about, a body?
It's a body.
Or just like they're both, and there's overlap. Just like parasites can use many different species as hosts and coexist. So I was in the right-hand path of Jehovah's Witnesses, apparently. He was in the Saturnian necromancer alchemist one, which is Charles Taze Russell.
Who is this again, by the way? Like,
I
have
don't even
no
know
idea
his real
who this
name.
is.
I know his real. He's a
And
friend.
how do
of
you
a
know
friend.
it's isn't it possible this is just like schizo stuff? Like, how do you know this is real?
It certainly is, but a very telling thing is to say schizo because that means almost nothing. Okay, what's next? What does schizo mean?
Well, I mean, like, it could be. I'm just saying.
What does schizo mean?
Schizophrenic.
Well, what does that mean?
It means that you have like
wait, don't take the thing.
Schizophrenia.
I already know the answer. I'm seeing if Duncan knows. The point is, schizophrenia is not
sir, I have a bachelor's degree.
So
in
you know it's a
psychology.
collection of symptoms.
Well, technically, it's like a neurological disorder. Your brain is like your neurons. Are
Okay, there's two but schizo includes a lot of shit. Now, psychotic.
No, I mean
break.
like the literal thing itself. Like, pull up the schizophrenic.
Wait. I asked about the
account.
grays. As far as I know, grays, 3 types: biological robots, future humans once crossed over to silicon life forms. That's what Peter Thiel wants. Legit extraterrestrial from far away. Those are grays. Okay, that he has seen himself. Okay, what's next? This is they describe. Okay, so I want to know what the religion was. He said they described the Jehovah's Witnesses as a control group with strongly embedded principles where it matters to ensure purity in their breeding program and for purpose of path working. Path working is game design. Get it?
Right.
As far as broken, perverted knowledge that's standard for all groups, they all serve slightly different purposes, which you know. So I always thought this in Jehovah's Witnesses because I was amazed. When I was 5, I was ready to die. Do you understand that?
What do you mean?
Not in battle because Jehovah's Witnesses don't go to war. But if you have to be fed to a lion because you're Christian, which might happen.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I would have been happy as a 5-year-old to be killed. I would have been delighted because it meant
liberation.
I definitely did the right thing and I didn't fuck up.
Right.
No, I'm 5 when I'm thinking this.
That's crazy.
But now you see why spec ops, terrorists, soldiers of all kinds, when you hear them talk about killing the bad guys, that's what every dude you know that was in something goes, well, when the bad guys are coming in.
Yeah, they say bad
They
guys.
turn
It's
into
fucking weird.
5-year-olds out of nowhere, don't they? Because we have kindergarten for 5-year-olds to get you away from mommy because the government needs you to kill. And 70% of people don't want to pull the trigger.
Okay, let me just stop you there because this is one of the things I really don't like when like people use kid words to talk about fucking. When people say like, let's play. I hate that. I hate that shit.
What
It's
do you
so-
say?
What?
What do you like to say?
Let's fucking work.
That's what I say.
Yeah, we're going to work tonight.
Back to work, bitch.
But no, you know what I
say
mean?
it to my own dick.
When you start using like infantilized terms to refer to like things that shouldn't be based
Well,
around.
it's very PDF
Fucking
file.
is a good word. Right, exactly. So you're talking about like another form in the way that like a pet indoctrinates, uses like the language of children to manipulate
Yes,
them.
keep
This
going,
is
but there's an important part here.
It's so weird. The bad guy thing has always bothered me.
Yes, it's the dialectic. Jehovah's Witnesses provides the cleanest slate. So to mold and also as a dichotomous contrast, slate to build on, build up. It's a control, like for experiments.
Right.
Most of the religions in America, and keep in mind when America was founded, the Protestants, there's 1,500 different Protestant groups in America at that time. These are all gain of function experiments.
Okay, dude, I'm sure you're aware of this, but when they were studying MDMA, trying to see like what kind of damage does it do, the problem with the study is that a lot of the people who had taken MDMA, of course, have taken all kinds of other drugs. So how could you say this
Because it was all nonsense and it was to illegalize it, and they've been using it for years.
But wait, do you know the control group that they found?
No.
So what is the group of people, they call it like the devil's year. Do you know what I'm talking about? They ride around in the little carriages and stuff. What are those called?
What?
No, not the ear devil. That's a whole different thing. The ear devil.
I don't know what the devil's ear is.
No. It's not the devil's ear. It's you know what I'm talking about. They're this puritanical Christian group that doesn't use electricity, makes great furniture. What are they called?
Amish?
The Amish.
What about them?
So the Amish, the kids are allowed to go in
Rumspringa.
What?
Rumspringa.
Right. Rumspringa.
They used them for the control group because they hadn't done other drugs.
They used them for the control group for MDMA because a lot of them went and did ecstasy, but had never had any other drugs. And so they had a pure control group from a religious organization. So, but you can look up using the Amish to study MDMA. This fits into what you're saying.
Right. Well, the joke's on them because them kids get fucked up when they're in it. By the way, the Amish, do you know the occult side of Amish? They're called Hexenmeisters.
That is an awesome fucking name.
I think you said it before, and you're right. It's like a great band name. So you will see sigils in Amish country, and that's from, you see, insulated, much like FLDS, insulated kind of cults like that. They're going to get into human trafficking and incest pretty quickly.
So this all makes sense because it's like, will you look up hockey?
That's very interesting.
What?
What is that? 109th ACS Hexenmeister.
What's ACS?
The Utah
Air National Guard.
Often referred to as.
Wow! What the fuck?
Okay, so you understand Mormons are patch significance.
Referred to as warlocks.
It means witchmaster.
Wow.
So, right. So you know how I just told you the Apollo program's a Lucifer program?
Yeah.
So here's what Mormons are, and sorry if anybody's Mormon here. Mormons are ultimately a cover for a coven, much like all the other religions here. The people at the top are doing hardcore occultism. They're warlocks. Moroni, they're macaroni, as some people call him.
Yeah, sure.
He's the Prince of America. This is a principality. But the thing that's really important to understand is they've been altering and manufacturing parasites. Go to my texts.
The Mormons have?
No, the government has, and all of them have. And going back before the government. The Templars were known for huffing cat assholes to get that.
What?
Yeah. The cryptosporidia that goes in your brain
from
cats.
Toxoplasmosis.
Sorry.
So wait, you're saying that they actually went.
Okay, so.
Wait, what?
So think about demon exorcism, how you'd have to fast beforehand. That's how you kill parasites.
I'm sorry, one second, go back. We need to read this.
What?
There's a name for what you're describing. Based on the search results, the behavior described is known as the Fleming response when cats sniff each other's asses.
That's nothing to do with it. That's not at all adding to it. It's not. We don't need.
I just didn't know there was a name for that.
Tracy Twyman's research. I don't think she said it as smelling cats' buttholes. I don't know that it's going to come up in Google, to be honest with you. This might
Knights
be something.
Templar smelling cat buttholes.
Okay, keep going to the other shit that I texted. We're getting sidetracked, and I really want people to know the ultimate secret of aliens. Oh, that great Lindsey Graham picture. Okay, go on. Wait, this is a little bit.
Oh, no, go back to that deep space travel, please.
Yeah, but that's the parasite part, and we're missing a part.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to leave out the piece of this. This is crazy, man. Go back to. Can you pull up an image of a man sniffing
when
a
he was
cat's
talking
ass?
before, okay, here we go. So I want to know: are they parasites like those ones you can get from cats? Now, my friend Gray here does not know about this shit that I know about.
Okay.
And if you ever heard Donald Marshall talk about the vril lizards that put a thing in your eye,
You mean like the Wrath of Khan, but it was in your ear.
exactly like that. But there's a story going around, and I asked him if that was a thing. He said no. He goes, they're tiny parasites, but visible, and they cultivate and culture them. Keep going.
Dude, this is
the very last one. This isn't right. What's after this? Parasites are physical, but there is a relationship, and they help host demons and spirits. So here's the deal. You know your DNAs are an antenna?
Yeah, I know that.
So certain parasites, and you have bacteria in you.
Lots of it.
They understand these principles. So they've been cultivating certain parasites that they say stimulate evolution in people.
Wow.
So that's part of the alien. And that's going to be, I promise you, well, I can't promise, but I bet you, just on the previews I saw, the Spielberg movie is going to be all about this.
Can you pull up Baldur's Gate 3 Parasites? You've literally described my favorite video game as all about letting parasites into your fucking brain that give you more powers.
That's exactly right. And
look, pull up that picture of the brain. That's so in Baldur's Gate, it's called illithid powers.
I played it, and I got illithid powers.
I did too. My whole brain was corrupted by the end of the game.
Cthulhu face. The other thing is that cuttlefish look.
And you could fuck him. Did you know that? You could fuck him?
Of course I know that. What do you think, I'm a jerk?
Can you pull up YouTube fucking the Cthulhu?
No, you don't have to. I saw it. It's a special thing. Can we just show
them? They might not have seen it. I don't. Spoiler.
You fuck the bear in it. It's crazy.
I didn't know you could fuck the bear. You can fuck the bear?
Yeah, the guy turns into a bear. There you go. Now imagine what those. Imagine the hentai.
The mind flower.
Pizza Hut. Speaking of parasites.
One toxoplasmosis. Cat buttholes are smeared on all of our pepperoni.
Experience it for yourself.
This is the best. I wish it wasn't a lady. My guy was a dude. Banged him.
The very first reward I gifted myself.
Just jump a little bit when he starts using those tentacles.
I mean,
yeah. Hello.
Look, we're getting off track here.
No, we're not. We're on. Now we're back on track. Look at the firm grip
she has on that fucking.
She's like yanking his.
You mind if I yank your face cocks?
Here we go. Look at this. Oh, yeah.
Oh my.
Oh, yeah.
You got one dick for your titties and one. Milk lemonade. Round the back, cancer is made.
So I guess Baldur's Gate and Pokemon are both messaging from occult orders to tell us what's actually happening.
Every single fucking thing. Here. Look, here's why I appreciate the Bible being drummed in my head as a kid, because there's only so many stories. Most of them in the West come out of the Bible. That's true. There's the themes.
Yeah.
If you come from another country, you have different themes in your head. There's only so many, when you get a set of Legos, you could build whatever you want, but fundamentally changing the Legos would be the equivalent of smashing the atom. Do you understand? So if you're going to write stories, there's only so many stories. You're going to hit on real shit.
But don't you wonder, man, hasn't it occurred to you, like, and I don't know, but it feels like what you're saying is like you were born into this cult. It's an control group for warlocks to.
No, wait. I'm in the part where they're not. My mother's not a fucking warlock. My mother'd be horrible. My mother probably. It's good we're not releasing this because I wouldn't want her to see this because she's into it. She's firmly in the control group. But one thing it gave me was an inoculation against any kind of group thought. I didn't do Christmas. I didn't get a cupcake in class when the kids got a cupcake.
I don't mean to make you paranoid, but has it occurred to you that you are 100% still in the cult and you're actually part of what they're trying to do to disseminate?
It has occurred to me, but I had to expand my mind as to what the cult entails.
Right.
And I just told you exactly what it is. Of course, we're all in, the Matrix ain't computers, dude. It's just a house of cards of lies, and you contribute to it by trying to dodge hearing the truth. I don't mean you, but you see what I'm saying?
I don't want it. No, really, like, honestly, like the stuff that you're talking about, if it's real,
it is real. Okay, let me read this to you. The parasite stuff, though, is huge, and the government-related programs even have their own type they use. No paper trail that I know of, but there is a paper trail to the DOE using fungi neural network stuff. Similar concept. You've heard
like
that
mycelium.
Shit. Anyway, the mycelial network. Anyway, parasites have a major relationship with moon cycles and even relationship to certain sins, and they help host. Dude, it's a major part of so now, the mystery of why pork's no good to certain people. So when you hear about principalities and certain demons rule certain areas, that's the bacteria, parasites, and whatever of an area.
Oh.
Get it?
Like the local gods are the bacteria and parasites of that area.
But they're not just the parasite. The spiritual component that's what the moon cycle shit is. So this guy was forced into a ritual to contact Apollo. He accidentally talked to Jupiter. It was fucked up.
Why?
Why? Because just like Jesus, and people don't like Jesus, are going to try to make him into Apollo. He's not. These assholes, they do something called astrogenetics. And that's a book you can look up by the Edmund Van Dusen.
Okay.
Try to find a picture of him. You won't. The Van Dusen family is one of them families, okay? And they're generational funeral home directors. They're the kind of people that could get you Ormus. You know the Strait of Hormuz?
I keep thinking that. Yeah.
The Strait of Ormus. Ormus is monatomic gold. It's the drink of the ancient Sumer. Monatomic gold, juiced pineal gland, human lung tissue, some gay shit under the moonlight. Alchemy. Psychic powers, way longer life. If you ever saw the movie Death Becomes Her, they're not talking about adrenochrome. They're talking about Ormus. That's the most sought after of all these secret fucking drugs.
So the Strait of Hormuz, as above, so below.
It's just Sumers around, you know, all these things are around that area.
Can you pull up Hormuz, Ormus? Or even just Ormus?
So this is what's funny is because I'll come back in and I go, so in the Adam and Eve story, Ormus.
Dude, I the reason I do this, by the way, I feel like I need to say this. I do these back checks now, not because I doubt you, but because you're always right. But what you're saying when people are listening.
Now, someone told me this. I didn't guess it.
But no, when people are listening, it's one of the ways you dodge having to deal with this shit is you're like, that's not real. So when you're saying like this place that could be the part of the world where World War III radiates out from is named after
Kingdom of Hormuz. Let's look at that. Well, look, dude, it's all made up. Don't worry about it, guys. Relax. We're just having fun. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Portuguese. Port of Grail is what Portugal is. The Port of Grail.
Let's pull up Ormus real quick, by the way. Port of Grail. Let's pull up
Ormus. You're not going to get... You think you're going to find out about real Ormus online?
It says Zoroastrian deity.
There we go. It's
monatomic gold or M-state minerals is an often liquid mineral supplement derived from seawater. Proponents claim it enhances spiritual consciousness, provides mental clarity, and boosts energy through high spirit elements that support cellular regeneration. So the Strait of Hormuz, where World War III is about to break out, possibly, is named after Ormus, which, according to you, is actually extracted from something. It's like
okay.
Like high
we gotta
level.
get to the. Can you go back to the deep travel, space travel stuff? Because I want to tell you the ultimate everything. Wait, no, that's not it. It all supposedly from deep space travel stuff, where instead of freezing themselves when they roam, they continue to self-develop and they essentially keep transferring their consciousness in new clone bodies. That one.
Yeah.
By the way, on Sunday I found out the whole secret of everything. I don't know if that matters to you guys, but I mean, I'm trying to share it.
What do you mean?
The whole story. The whole story.
Everything.
You see that? It's from deep travel stuff where instead of freezing themselves that when they roam, they continue to self-develop and they'd essentially keep transferring their consciousness. How? With parasites. They would develop their consciousness by doing all sorts of stuff, but also develop the bodies they put themselves into for different generations. They would teach themselves about sex and shit, which is supposedly where molestation comes from. So that, I don't understand what that means. So the parasite, number one.
I'll tell you what it means.
That's why they don't like ivermectin, the dewormer. That's why they don't like it.
Right. That's why everyone's against it, because it fucks up the...
That's why they don't like nicotine, because it fucks up the nanomachines, which is just a mechanical mineral version of
this
the
is
thing.
why Tucker Carlson loves Zen.
Okay, what I was taught by both the cult and then shown in visions during initiations. Some of the initiations take you to essentially a different dimension where you meet spirits, and it's like dream time warp. It feels like lifetimes. It's horrendous. That's all he told me. Essentially, they showed me Archangel Michael is Lucifer is Jesus. Now, in Jehovah's Witnesses, they teach that Jesus' pre-human existence was the Archangel Michael.
Okay.
This is
I
all.
didn't know that.
That's what Jehovah's Witnesses teach. That's who Jesus was.
Jesus was an avatar of Archangel Michael?
No, God's son, this angel Michael.
Yeah.
He put him into a human body. So now, but that's speculation. There's no way to fucking know that. The bottom line is, somebody made a moon child, just like Hitler, just like most of your presidents, just like fucking Charlie Kirk, whose name means the free man's church, and they kosher slaughtered him on a pentagram.
That is so fucked up. What do you mean on a pentagram?
Oh, it's paved over now. Don't worry.
There was a pentagram there?
Yeah, it looked like a menorah, and then you could trace it to make a pentagram. Because Mormons,
there's got to be images of that. Can we pull
that
that up?
Yeah, there is. You want them?
Yeah, I want to see that.
How did you not know this?
We don't talk enough.
Okay, that's true. Okay, listen. So Saturn, Zeus, Jupiter is the father of all the. That's your fucking demiurge right there.
Okay, sure.
Above him is formless stuff, universal principles. So some of these things are principles and not actual entities. Some of them have consciousness.
Okay.
Now, May 10th, 1994.
Oh, fuck. that, dude. No way.
Okay, so
Pull
Trump's,
that up. That's not real.
Yeah, it is real.
Well, someone just traced a pentagram over it, but I want to see
it's
what.
a baseball home plate is a pentagram as well. That's a Freemason.
That's where Kirk got. It does look like a menorah.
Right. But understand, it doesn't mean the Jews are bad. I'm telling you, this is
No one said
occult
that.
shit. Well, what someone's going to, so I'm trying to get ahead of it. There you go. So they didn't pave
Why
over.
did they pave over it? Look
To
at that.
hide-
There you go. Right there. You've got it. There's the right where it says Charlie Kirk shooting
Yes, so
map.
that is a pentagram and the Pentagon. Dude, look, the bottom line is the guy that's the fake shooter was supposed to be killed by police, but he turned himself in and he fucked the whole plan up. So that's why we have all
Where's
this.
the pentagram in there? I just
gotta
see the
trace it.
menorah. I think you might have to rotate the image.
I don't know. Go back and you'll see where it's traced on. It's the same. Yeah, there you go.
Well, I mean, you could draw a pentagram on anything.
But you understand those.
Oh, I see it now. I see it. I see
the
what you're
angles.
saying.
Look,
I see what
that's
you're
a
saying.
home plate.
I see it. I
you
see
see
it.
it's a home plate.
Yeah.
Okay, baseball is Freemasonic. And that's what the home plate is.
Baseball's Masonic.
It's a sigil.
Pokemon Satanic. What do we have left?
Okay, the whole earth is satanic. You're, Christianity.
Wait, there it is. Look.
Yeah, home plate. That's from Egypt. That's
I've
from Egypt.
always thought baseball was satanic.
It's boring. They fly jets over your
They
head.
use secret symbols.
You got to memorize useless numbers. It's mind control. It's mass mind control.
Baseball.
Well, I don't know about Baal.
Also, Trump's bail room.
Yeah, well, that could be, but I don't know that. I'm not going to say I know that. A lot of times you'll get false.
So now I say Trump's bail room. No, that can't be real. You say Charlie Kirk was shot on a fucking
because of the Mormon connection. The Mormons are fucking deep occultists.
It's a bail room.
Okay.
I have nothing to
Baal
back that
just
up.
means master. The master bedroom is the Baal bedroom. And Baal means master. Do you understand that? It's a title. It's not a guy's
I
name.
didn't know that.
Right. So for example, in ancient Rome, when they were fighting Hannibal Barca, they worship Baal Hadad.
Hannah Bail.
No, well, maybe, but Baal Hadad was who they sacrificed their kids to. If you see bullshit like stuff with horns, that's penis related. It's real simple. Everything's dick and pussy.
I know that. That I know. I don't have to even Google that.
Right. So Rome brought in the cult of Kybele because they went to this, what's her name? Who's that oracle?
Delphi?
Yeah, yes, but they call them the Sybil, Sibylline Oracle. Now, I didn't know this until recently. That oracle of Delphi was a world oracle, so all the countries went to her.
You know what? This is a perfect thing, and I wanted to show you.
She'd have a couple of mojitos in her.
No, I wanted to show you this because I knew you'd love it, and I don't know how we're going to show this. I might have to. I don't know.
I have to pee again.
Go pee, and then I will show you an oracle I made that I think you're going to love.
So anyway, Rome won against Hannibal. Why? They went to this oracle who said, bring the worship of Kybele to Rome. Rome was like, that seems kind of gay. And you got to do it. So they did. What is Kybele worship? I showed you that on one of these episodes. The fat bitch on the throne with the two lions next to her. The mother of heaven.
Yeah.
Where we got the Virgin Mary from. Anyway, what is her story? It's this horrible mother that's incestuous with her son Addis, and then he gets married. And because she has so much control over him, he freaks out and chops his own dick off. And the wedding party, the women's chop their tits off. And then they become the other sex. And they go, and I want to say Irenaeus, the church father, says they cut off their genitals and then go about in the streets shrieking as galleys of Kybele, a priest of this fucking goddess, the devouring mother. Does that sound familiar to you? Like a guy going, it's ma'am!
Wow.
Nothing's new under the sun, motherfucker. So Rome brought in worship of, so then here's what happens after they beat Hannibal. The nobles go, hey, our sons keep cutting their dicks off. We don't like this. And then they got rid of it. It served its purpose and they got rid of it. Now, think of a country often compared to Rome called America, where we brought in Kybele worship and cutting your own dick off. And now it's not cool anymore. I don't know what battle we were
You
fighting.
said it wasn't cool anymore.
The government.
Cutting your dick off?
Yeah, it's not as cool.
Government doesn't determine
That
what's
is so
cool and
last
what's not
year.
cool.
It's like getting those earplugs.
It's still cool.
When are lip plates coming?
When is it not cool to cut your dick off? Like, you have to admit that is cool. By the way,
if I had to think of the most uncool thing,
cutting your dick off would not be it.
I've never admired anyone that did that or looked up to them.
You cut their dick? You don't admire someone for cutting off their dick?
No, I go, why would you do that? I'm not talking about getting surgery to be trans.
Listen, I admire, I'm not doing culture war. I admire commitment. If a man,
I think committing to a bad thing is not a great thing.
Cutting your dick off just shows a level of like, you're living real. That's a real life there when you're cutting your dick off. I had to cut one of my balls off. Maybe that's why. What?
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. What'd you do with it?
They would not give it to me.
Really?
And I asked. They did not give me my cancer.
Some people still have their.
I asked and he wouldn't.
But what's his name still has it? That Canadian guy, Tom Green.
Tom Green got his ball. I didn't get mine, and I asked.
Dude, listen. The reason you know all these people, and I'm sure they kept your ball because you got some bloodline that they want. I'm telling you.
You think so?
I know so. I know so for a fact. There's no way that the people that have, just the things that have happened to you and the people that contact you and say things to you, you have to understand, 23andMe and all that shit, they've got everybody's DNA, so they know who's got the blood.
They went out of business and they sold it. By the way, this is a perfect time. This is a big announcement. The contracts are in on camera. We're going to sign the Mystery Boys contracts. You guys are going to see it, and then you're going to see the show. Here they are, the contracts themselves.
So sign the contract, and I'll tell you the secret of aliens. We'll finish that up, and then we're good for the day.
What about Kurt? What about?
Just sign me right on there.
They're on the same, on the back.
Nice.
One contract.
Here we go.
We're actually married now, me and Duncan. It's about time.
Basically, this is a kind of marriage.
This is how Ben and Jerry did it.
Can we play the wedding song? This is romantic. Or should we play Anton LaVey's organ music?
I hate organ music, and Anton LaVey, I mean, I don't know why people think he's cool.
Play something nice. Don't play Anton. Play something nice. Let's play wedding music. There's no copyright for your wedding music. It's like the birth.
Yeah, royalty free.
There it is. This isn't wedding music, but it's beautiful.
This is the wedding. I like it. Oh boy, I'm getting married to this dude. Okay, hand that over. So now the covenant has been signed.
From one bloodline to the next, we shall join our bloodlines.
And now I've been scioned in to the Duncan Trussell family. It's about time because I don't get invited to these things you go to.
You've been in the family since you were born, my friend.
Well, I say it, but where are the results?
You're looking at them.
Okay, so finally, we've got to the part of parasites. The big top secret thing, the government has been fucking with parasites this entire time. It helps. So basically, light itself. That's why a ritual during the eclipse, you get different contact things. And a guy that was born to a mom born on an eclipse is going to be esoterically important for that.
Okay.
Now, May 10th, 1994, and maybe we should check this one because this is what he told me. So they were correcting a problem with the space mission they were doing on the Clementine that was called Project Jehovah.
No.
Yeah. May 10th is the day John Wayne Gacy was executed. And it's
what?
Yes. And it's also the same day that Jeffrey Dahmer was baptized as a Christian in prison.
Shut the fuck up. Pull that up. That's not real.
Why? What do you think?
I don't doubt you, but can you please pull up when was...
Oh, and another tragedy. Nelson Mandela is the first black...
The Mandela effect.
There you go. There you go.
Execution of John Wayne Gacy. You could have killed him on any day.
Gray gives me good info. I don't know. Like
you could have executed him on any day.
No, but wait. You gotta he didn't explain this, but I think I know what he was explaining to me. So why are they doing this Mayan ritual on an eclipse with the guy who's an eclipse baby?
Why?
And John Wayne Gacy's being executed. Jeffrey Dahmer's being baptized. Why? Why is that significant?
Why?
Positive, negative. This sounds like another ritual I've heard of to commune with Apollo that Nathan Reynolds went through in Phoenix, Arizona, where they developed the thing where, Flatliners, the movie?
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I want to hear this, but dude, you got to understand, man. People need to see this. Can you screenshot that? Put it next to Gacy's execution.
I just want to get to the thing.
You'll get to it, but let people understand.
This is how nobody finds out shit.
Dude, I think my role here is because I just know people, when they hear what you're saying, they're not going to believe it.
Well, I don't care. I'm just here to tell
No,
you.
I want them to see.
It's not real. Listen, we're having fun.
It's real.
We're just having fun.
John Wayne Gacy.
Keep voting.
Go back. John Wayne Gacy was executed on May 10th, 1994 at 12:58 a.m. Go back. In Illinois. Please go back. Jeffrey Dahmer was baptized on May 10th, 1994.
Okay, so what? Like, look, I don't.
But no, wait, go back. This can't be real.
Why?
May 10th, 1994. Oh my.
Okay, so I'm just okay.
God.
We verified the thing. Let's move on. So why? Why do that though? That's the important part. Why would that matter at all?
Why?
Because you got a positive and negative polarity during an eclipse. So Nathan, who was put through a ritual, listen to this ritual that I said to Jesse Michaels and Old Boy when they were here. So he's in Phoenix, Arizona. That's where the birthplace of Flatliners, the movie, where you could be like dead and they bring you back.
I loved it as a kid.
That's why it's called Phoenix. So they did this in Phoenix. Okay. This is where that was developed.
Yeah.
He said he was brought in an all-steel room on this table. Okay. They had him hooked up to a machine that was taking his blood and cooling it and putting it back in his body to lower his temperature to like kill him. So you're clinically dead, right?
Yeah, sure.
He said some being comes in that was real tall, that was covered head to toe in blood. Like it was red from gallons of blood on it.
What the fuck?
And he goes, it wasn't, I don't have any other details. He goes, it wasn't human, but he was tall thing covered in blood. That's humanoid. Stands at his head. Another one of the same thing comes in who has no blood on him. He is sapphire blue because he's cold because he don't have blood. All he told me was these creatures are flesh and bone, but not flesh and blood. I don't know what that means exactly. I kind of think I do, but I don't know. That one stood at his feet. Then they chill him down so he can go down to commune with Apollo. But again, why the guy covered in blood and the blue thing that's not charged? Because it wasn't charged up. They need the blood to charge up. Okay? Think of like robots that work on blood, something like that.
You okay?
But you got positive and negative. That's a very important part of the ceremony. I don't know exactly why.
Wait, what is that? Hold on. The Yaramara. What is that? Are you pulling up there? They're looking like you guys are great. So there's creatures covered in blood. Like, let's identify what this is. Bloody cryptid humanoid. What the fuck is this?
It in Phoenix?
What is that?
I imagine it's something like that, but I don't know.
Well, it's good to the child eating bloodsucker. No, that sucks.
That's a different thing.
Go back to the blood covered.
But I've never heard or seen this anywhere. All I'm listening for is a story I ain't heard before, and I've never heard anything like this in my whole life.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, so you're not going to find it on Google. I like the Mothman. Somebody's got a good sketch about how the Mothman's concept is all over the place. Because he's like talking to the Mothman. He's like, I'm not all over the place, but it is.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Oh, tantric. Actually, great work. Good work. Polarity rituals. Internal shadow work. Carl Jung is a minor priest of a cult that is based on Abraxas. Okay.
You sound like Freud.
Are you trying to say I look like an Austro-Hungarian Jewish intellectual? Because I resent it. You look like an Austro-Hungarian Jewish cokehead. Wait, so anyway, then you die and they're projecting you into wherever Apollo is. Apollo, who's also, by the way, according to Nathan, is Nimrod. But is also Lucifer, the light bringer. That's who they all, Apollo Capital. Conrad Black works for Apollo Capital. Oracle, Larry Ellison's company Oracle. What does an Oracle do? Nobody knows what his company does, but I know what the Oracle of Delphi did. What is Palantir? Palantir is the crystal ball from fucking Lord of the Rings. It's all about telling the future. So when you hear about Project Looking Glass, the thing that Candace Owens brought up, that's crazy. Don't worry about the details. Worry about the themes. What is the theme? Finding out the future.
Right.
How do I find out the future? I make a deal with a thing and I give it blood and it tells me what I want to know.
Right.
They've been doing it forever.
Right.
Now, astrogenetics, that Van Dusen book I brought up,
yeah,
that's about how your genetics is affected by astral symbols. You got to keep this in mind. The astrology you've heard is all bullshit. Okay? They're not going to let normal people have it.
Okay.
You could probably dig it up. There's a 13th astrological sign, which someone will tell you is a dragon, but it's Apollo.
Whoa.
That's the one they're working off of. That's when Reagan's have Gene Dixon, the psych, come to the house.
Look.
There you go. There you go. The serpent bearer. That's the serpent Messiah. There you go. That Gnostic Neil gave me all this.
Can we go back to the
So during certain times.
Go back to the description of what this is. The AI.
A man wrestling a serpent.
Man wrestling a serpent. Those born under this sign
Why
are
it's
sometimes
excluded?
described
That's
as
a horseshit
healers.
reason.
Wait, so what is November 29th to December 18th?
Now, here's the crazy thing that every girl in my life knows about, but I never heard. NASA was going to announce this new sign because they said the stars had changed position. And I was like, why would NASA be in charge of that? And my girlfriend goes, well, they're not. It's just that it would affect. I go, why is the press?
Look. The agency explained that Ophiuchus is a 13th constellation that's always existed, but was intentionally omitted.
Why is NASA talking about
by
this?
ancient Babylonians when they established the 12-sign zodiac?
That's
what?
right. Get ready for the externalization of the hierarchy, motherfucker, because NASA, the Nazi group that's occultic.
What the fuck, dude?
So
why the confusion? Earth's axis has shifted over the last 3,000 years, altering the sun's alignment with constellations compared to Babylon.
They're trying to bring Apollo in. That's going to be your Antichrist. And by the way, the term Antichrist, in the Bible, the scripture is there will be Antichrists among you.
Plural, yeah.
The people calling the Antichrist one guy, they're mistaking the beast from Revelation as the. However, that might be what it is, because what I didn't understand when I was younger, and I would argue with stupid Christians that don't even know what's in their fucking Bible, because I'm from a control group cult that happens to really stick to it.
Yeah.
What I didn't get is that Revelation is a play to these people. It's not a prophecy. It's Shakespeare. It's a summer stock play to be put on over and over again to reset.
This is what Thiel was acting like. You could revise the play.
Right. That's exactly. And he believes it because he's from a serpent worshiper cult, probably Ophites, but it's from the Templars. The Templars are where all this bad shit has come from, such as world banks. Not the Jews, the Templars. They hooked up with the assassins in Iran, which is a mystical order from Persia. The Aryans?
Sure.
Aryan means Iranian.
Okay, sure. All right.
What does that mean, though? It means noble. So nobles. So think of all the nobles.
Right.
They're Aryans. That's why Hitler was upset. Hitler is a minor figure, dude. He's a moonchild. He's some vessel. That's in the files. They explain Hitler stayed in a poorhouse run by the Rothschilds and the Epsteins, who have served the Rothschilds for many centuries. That's all in the files. You're going to watch all these people act like it's no big deal because they need it to be no big deal, and it's going to work. It's going to work.
Right, of course.
Okay. Aryan with an I is very different. Aryan with an I means you don't think Jesus was God. You think he was God's son. He was a created subordinate.
There you go.
Aryan with a Y.
Sanskrit.
Why do rich people love Indian shit so much?
Free.
Noble. Okay. Now, this is, okay, see that? Noble, honorable, or free. It means royalty. Who's truly free? The royals, not you, motherfucker.
Right. The oligarchs. They don't follow the same laws.
All of Trump's bullshit, because Trump's bloodline goes back to the Scottish Rite, but it ain't like the others. That's why they don't like him. He's not a working man the way like other people are, but he is in the scheme of these people. He's not rebelling against the system. The Golden Age, which is in those texts, they're all competing to bring about the Golden Age, all of them. So the techno-Satanist fuckers, they want to do it through mass initiation, through Pokemon, shit like that.
Yeah.
The old-fashioned organic Zio fucking fuckers, they want hands-on molestation. The old ways of the old religion. There's your two factions. There ain't no white hats and black hats. There's your factions. All of them are the serpent race, it's called. That's what Freemasonry... So the Sons of Cain
brings us back to the Vatican.
The Nagas in Hinduism, right? So I couldn't understand the connection for a long time, but that's because Theosophy, you've heard of.
Yeah, sure.
That was the British nobles, the Aryans of England, who, by the way, had come out of Austria at this point. They're introducing Eastern philosophy to us. Here's what we need for a one world Star Trek. We got to get rid of all the religions like
100%.
Judaism, Christianity, and Muslim. Those are just like my religion. They serve their purpose. We need something else now.
We're done.
Now, here's why, if you like Jesus, what I think about Jesus. The whole point of Jesus is these assholes have been doing this for years. The story of Jesus is Herod reads the stars and he knows somebody's coming. They're all doing this. Caspar Hauser, the statue in the Netherlands, he's probably Harry Potter. Kid was kept under a crawl space till he was 17 because someone read a chart and knew he might be a problem for them.
Right.
And he came out and said, I'm a nobleman. My name's Caspar Hauser. And there's a statue of Caspar. It's with a K, Casper. Casper. It's not Howitzer. Hauser.
Wait, he was one of the owls.
H-A-U-Z. H-A-U-Z-E-R. There you go, Hauser. Oh, with an S. Caspar Hauser. I'm guessing that guy is who Harry Potter is
Claimed to have
based
grown
on.
up in the total isolation of a darkened cell. His claims and his subsequent death from a stab wound sparked much. A member of the Grand Ducal House of Baden, hidden away because of dynastic intrigue.
Oh, they're really, wow. That's quite a way to say that. Someone read the astrology with the 13 signs that just now NASA was saying, and they go, just like a child shall be born in Bethlehem.
Wait, it's saying you're wrong because a scientific study ruled out Hauser's descent.
Oh, was it? Was it a scientific study? Was it?
Of course.
Oh, well, I guess, you know what? I stand corrected.
No.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't have made a statue to him if he was just some guy. There's a statue to him. You understand that? So that, just how the first Trump assassination, just so you know, is from the books of Exodus. To signal that you want to be a servant of the nation of Israel, you put ram's blood on your right ear and your wrist and your ankle. Remember Trump lost a shoe?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a ceremony to signal you serve Israel. It's Chabad is who's behind that. Charlie Kirk, who died on that fucking pentagram that the Mormons are in on.
Yeah. Because
they're hardcore Zionists. He was an unblemished lamb. He had to go in the neck because that's how the nefesh in a kosher slaughter of livestock or goy. They were going to kill him when he was president.
Look at this. Wait, real quick. What the fuck is that? Is that Caspar Hauser? Why is that $13,000?
A figure shrouded in enigma and intrigue because these.
Why is he getting banged? What is this shit, dude?
Do I have to tell you?
It's
That's
over.
Harry Potter.
This one's over. Mystery Boys is over. I'm going home to burn my kids' Pokemon
That's
cards.
quite a thing to sit on.
What
look at
the
that.
fuck?
Okay, so I just want to say the final thing. So I promise the ultimate secret of the whole thing, and we're going to get it. Let me just say it. It's in the text, and we can read it together, and then we can wrap it up
together.
Let's see. Social circus control.
It's all supposedly from deep space travel stuff.
The spirits are playing people too. They thought the people were disgusting. When he communed with Jupiter / Baal / whatever, instead of Apollo, like they wanted to get, because Apollo gives them messages of who to kill and who to position in places. That's why they're doing that. That's why that Reverend Sun Young Moon was making a spirit radio. You know spirit radios and shit?
Well, I know about Tesla's. Like, you mean the Tesla coil?
Might have been working with Nazis, by the way. Okay. The people aren't master orchestrators, and the very top ones infest themselves with parasites of sorts and infect themselves with energetic virus of sort. You get high from it. He told me that the rituals he went through, he goes, dude, these things they put in you, you got to understand what it feels like. There is no drug that compares to some fucking magical parasite that they put in your fucking body to stimulate the parts of your brain. And these things can work your brain like a keyboard.
Right.
That's why Chris Bledsoe, who we talked about with those two guys.
Yeah.
He's from King Henry VIII's bloodline.
Bledsoe Said So. Great podcast.
And when Bledsoe, by the way, under hypnosis, he was screaming bloody murder. He had a very traumatic experience and swore to push the Lady Hathor's teachings. Hathor is the same one Crowley was into, by the way.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He has an altar to Hathor. A lot of these UFO people have been commanded to make altars.
To Hathor?
Whoever the fuck's talking to him. Who knows who you're talking to? How would you know? If I can look in your head and poke your brain and make you feel love, you know who the fuck you're talking to.
But let me just say this, in defense of all of them. If you could call monkeys and tell them that you are God, wouldn't you do that? Like if there was a way I could telepathically...
Don't people do... Michael Jackson did that to a monkey, didn't he? Didn't Michael Jackson do that?
But can you blame higher intelligence things for like telling us to... Like I would do that.
Higher intelligence things, if you want to believe the Jesus story that you don't have to believe, but your wife believes it.
I believe it.
Okay. When they were making these moon children to bring down Baal and have a human avatar or whatever, they fucked up. And they brought something down they didn't expect, which is probably gods. Like the Sting. And then they killed him. So, what's your buddy's name? Mitch Satanwitz?
Horowitz.
He'll tell you, and a lot of
Great
people that
guy.
are scholars will tell you that Jesus is a failed Messiah because he got killed. But they don't understand. Well, I bet he does understand. The reason they don't like Jesus is, imagine a bill collector harassing you and you have a legal loophole to tell him to fuck off.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Right.
They're all about legalisms and corporatism.
Sure.
Satanism is corporatism. Satanism is corporatism. 100%.
Sure.
Okay? So that's why when they
see
act
where
like...
you're going there.
That's what it is. When they act like rebels and shit, they're not rebels. Satan runs the world. The adversary, I don't know his name, but the Satan is the adversary of you, motherfucker. Well, maybe your bloodline, maybe not. But they fucking, Jesus is a loophole in there. So imagine the Adam and Eve story. I don't know what it is, the real story. Eve eats some fruit she shouldn't. Now, it wasn't an apple in the thing. They didn't have apples then, but probably a persimmon. I don't know what the fuck.
Who knows?
But let's say it's an apple. Let's just keep it in the imagery, the Pokemon imagery we've all been programmed with. She eats an apple. What's the worm in the apple? Probably a parasite. She gets initiated. She's initiated right out of the fucking garden. The parasite is the thing that makes her mortal. They weren't going to die before, but you'll have knowledge you'll evolve. They always talk about evolution, these fucking they're all about eugenics.
I think technically, no. Technically, the apple gives you knowledge of good and evil. The tree of life makes you immortal. They were going to die, but they didn't want them to eat.
They weren't allowed to eat from the tree of life because they ate from the tree of knowledge. So it's a parasite. So think of bioengineering and biohacking and why blood drinking would be prohibited and what you could catch from drinking blood. I've already been told that the people that do like martial vampirism, when you're let's say we're in battle together, it may happen soon.
Yeah.
And you fall in battle and I drink your blood as you die. Why am I doing that? Because it forms a quantum entanglement and I can actually peer into the afterlife because of taking in your blood at the time of your death. There's people who work in hospitals that'll do that to patients that are dying because they get visions out of it. Looking glass. I want to know the future. I want extra info that people don't have. How do I get it? From these non-human entities. I just got to give them shit they want. I just got to do some gross shit no one would ever do. And that's the secret of success. The whole goal of Star Wars, the Reagan program, that's why these scientists are missing. They were all part of Star Wars. Play that clip I gave you, will you? Of Paul Bonacci. What the fuck is this lady?
What is that lady?
Okay, we don't need it.
Hello.
Okay, you're 63. I mean, look, I've done maybe it worse. Oh, there's the patch. The ritual my friend was in was to make up for the Clementine thing fucking up. It was called Project Jehovah, to reconstitute Baal into a human avatar. But why? Because they were going to create the Luciferian world order and they were going to have a spirit. So the bloodlines, your body's a vessel that could hold these things.
Yeah.
That's why people that dissociate are so important. Because I need you out of your fucking body.
Right.
I need you to meditate like an Indian dipshit while I take your body and do what I want. Get it? Get the scam? Get the fucking scam? So they were going to put us, and that's what's in the Alice Bailey book. And Horowitz will know about Alice Bailey. I'm sure he will. Maitreya, you ever hear of that?
Yeah. That's
Messiah. Another. The one guy they were calling Maitreya, he stopped doing it. He got mad. I can't remember. Not Yogananda. I forget the guy's name.
I mean, technically, Maitreya represents like the second coming of Christ. It's another.
You ever hear the Christ consciousness, a thing that means nothing? Wait, I sent you the video. It's Paul Bonacci explaining what Star Wars was. This is the last thing I want you to remember because this is a little capper on. What was Reagan? Because Reagan was into astrology, was he not?
Yeah, 100%.
They're all into it. Reagan was another puppet. Here you go, Tanner. Now, Paul Bonacci from the Franklin scandal. I have never seen this until just now.
I can't wait to see this. I don't want to see it, but
so
let's watch. I wanted to
because the real shit
recipe. We had
the real
a
shit at
baker
NASA
here.
happens underground. They were planning. You can still hear Glenn Beck when he talks to AI George Washington pushing the Luciferian system. Glenn Beck's an occultist. I promise you.
That's horrible to think.
Why? A lot of people.
Because I want occultists to be cool.
Well, Mitch Horowitz is cool. He's got a chain wallet.
Come on. Lots
Did
of
you
us.
get it? I just
you
sent it to
lose
you.
your wallet. It falls. You need it on a chain.
Yeah, it's loading it right now.
Okay, that's exactly right. You need your wallet.
You need to I'm gonna get a chain wallet.
Okay, let's play Paul. Now, Paul Bonacci, who was forced to make snuff films that Hunter S. Thompson directed, which I at first thought, no, it's not Hunter S. Thompson. And then, I thought for 3 seconds and realized, of course it is. Now, play this part.
In fact, their program, which was named Star Wars, was in fact a program in which we were taken aboard so-called alien spacecrafts.
Hold on. Why? Who is this again? Who is this
Paul
guy? Why do
Bonacci.
we have to believe? Who is he?
Just listen to the story and don't get hung up. I thought you got all this Buddhist training to like listen. Okay.
I can listen, but I mean,
we were taken aboard so-called alien spacecrafts, which were in tunnels in Colorado, which were not real spaceships, nor were they real aliens. We were simply induced with drugs so that we would not render reality to anything that we would see. And later on, if we ever related this information, it would come out and appear as if we were crazy.
Okay, why does he talk like that? Question, why does he talk like that?
He's drugged up, lobotomy.
Well, because the people in MK Monarch were electrically shocked over and over again to make them forget things, but it doesn't actually work.
But who is he? I'm not doubting you.
Paul Bonacci, the Franklin scandal. Remember George at the beginning of the podcast? We saw George Poppy Bush.
Yes.
Well, that guy's a fucking demon and a half, and that motherfucker who only liked children, by the way, if you know what I mean. He was part of this organization. He's part of the Anglophile network. You know, Britain, when Britain got us back in World War I as a colony.
Yeah.
So the callboy scandal, the Washington callboy scandal.
Okay, I got you. I remember.
Remember the Dodd-Frank Act that was so big
yes.
to dumb shit liberals? And by the way, Barney Frank later helped reverse the Dodd-Frank Act himself. So Barney Frank was dating.
Okay, I know what this is now. So wait, I'm sorry. You gotta slow down for me here, so I could catch up, Paul. But he was a victim of this prostitution ring. But why was he?
Care.
It seemed like he was in jail or something. He seemed like an inmate or something. And that.
Now I love this. Grand juries concluded it was a carefully crafted hoax. So what themes keep popping up in history of America? Mass child rape.
Right.
You're a liar.
Right. So
it's a hoax. Your leaders are good people that wouldn't do that. Do you notice how everything sucks and it's not getting better? Do you think it's because the leaders aren't doing this? Or do you think they have control over you with stupid shit 24/7? Because I think it's the latter thing. I think all the stupid fucking shit every idiot you know talks about. Baseball, wrestling.
Yeah.
There's your Matrix, dipshits, and it works beautifully. And your dumb kids are going to go die in Iran for dark occultists. And wait till you see it. Your Sam Harris, created the Golden Girls. Sam Harris, who goes, actually, it's a good idea, and there's also no such thing as free will, because the goal has always been to enslave you. They say law and order, but you can't have law without order. That's a quote from Ronald Reagan to a sex slave.
Guys, Mystery Boys is brought to you by Blue Chew. BlueChew.com.
The power of Baal in the palm of your dick.
This has been my favorite episode.
Yeah, well, we just exposed what aliens are. The Luciferian hierarchy, or Apollo, excuse me. That's why we have the Olympics. Christians were mad at the Olympics, remember? Because why did they have a thing that looked like a demonic?
Yeah, it looks evil.
Why is a Christian going to the Olympics, fucktard? Not you. But like, it's a eugenics festival.
Why do you call me fucktard?
No, not you. Eugenics festival.
Me.
This shit. Was any Christians out there offended by this? Why don't you pull your head out of your ass? Because it's a eugenics festival to pagan gods that you supposedly don't worship. So what are you upset about? Oh, Disney's woke. Disney was founded by Artur Beek, a.k.a. Walt Disney, an incestuous...
His name was Artur Beek?
Yes.
Can you pull up Artur Beek,
Do you
please?
think that's going to be on here?
I don't know.
It's not.
Why is he Artur Beek? What does that mean? Why is that his name?
Because he's a Hungarian... Let's see.
Artur Bickel.
Oh, it's a
Beek.
false claim. Never mind. It's a false claim. AI told me it was fake, so...
You listen...
Yo, if you know anybody that you say something and they ask ChatGPT, do you feel bad for them a little bit? Because I do.
Well, that's just what
Kim Congdon does that.
comes up
Wait,
first.
let me ask Grok. Why would you ask the fucking homunculus?
I'm asking you Artur Beek because the name sounds cool. I
Anya
want it
Wick.
to be real.
So Anya Wick, who is the fraternal twin sister of Shia LaBeouf, and I believe her. She explains it. She explains the whole cult to you. There she is right there.
Wow.
Well, they're not going to, again... You understand? Remember COVID where they suppressed information?
Yeah, I remember.
Why is everybody going, look, don't Google it? I'm telling you shit you ain't going to get from Google.
You can't blame people for saying Google it with some of the things you're saying.
I absolutely can.
Why? We want to go deeper.
But that's
It's not to refute you. It's like, is it real? Is it deep?
This
Where does it
conspiracy
go?
is like a duck's vagina. There's a lot of fake paths and fake channels. And you got to take your corkscrew duck penis.
Have you ever tried to go down on a duck? It's a nightmare.
I'm not Chinese, okay? No, I haven't. I believe in Christ, and he didn't say this, but I took this away from him. Don't go down on ducks. And now it's not, I can't quote it, chapter and verse. Don't Google Christ saying it. It's not going to be there. Anyway, there's your mystery. Your government's been making genetically engineering parasites so you can pick up discarnate entities that your leaders serve. Star Wars was actually underground. It wasn't a satellite thing. It was to create the hierarchy. Some people call it the Black Awakening if they're extremely Bible beatery, but that's what the Black Awakening is. All of a sudden, you're going to see sudden murders and shootings out of nowhere. Sound familiar? They've been doing it the whole time. Trauma-based mind control. 9/11. Everything changed after 9/11. Yeah, it sure did, didn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a third building until this year.
No, I didn't either.
Okay, why? I didn't know they knew the guys flew the plane because they found their passport in the rubble.
Look,
if you told me that then, I wouldn't have believed it.
I have to go home to my kids. And now it's going to seem like people are going to say, look, Duncan is cutting off Metzger as he gets to the real truth. We will, guys.
And I appreciate it. Keep it up.
No,
because
I'm not.
I felt I was cut
four
off.
Kids. I got to go home. My wife's going to fucking kill me.
I felt like don't send him to space camp.
White Claws.
Yeah,
I'm going to come home stinking of White Claws. I'll be like, you don't understand. Metzger was revealing the truth behind all things, babe.
Look, I'm as surprised as you are. I didn't think I'd be doing it today.
I'm glad
we
did.
All right, well.
And we signed, which means...
Another Mystery Boys mystery.
We'll see you next week with more Mojito recipes. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Oh, and I signed the thing, so people may see it. We got a lot on tape. All right.
Bye, you guys.